Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. Oh man, I am so happy. I stumbled upon something and I was like, no, I'm talking about Ben Thorp tonight. I was going to talk about Destiny, the midget Destiny beating up an ex-gay guy, Milo, whatever. But no, now we can talk about Ben Thorp. He broke me. I was laughing so hard, he broke me. I want to wait for more people to come in before I get into this, because I want them for the ride. So I'll wait for number 5 to, 5 viewers and I start. It's been a while since I streamed really regularly on this channel. Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying. I've laughed so hard so far. I've previewed this. I know I know what's about to be done here. I know what you're about to hear, but it's just hilarious to me, and I'm sure I'm still gonna laugh again. Ben Thorp. Who's Ben Thorp? You know who Ben Thorp is. He's a family I talk about every now and then on this channel. The dad has a very questionable relationship with his daughter, and the one has the soap opera like family drama on YouTube. It started off as a soap opera with a little bit of drama, with a little bit of humor, but now it's evolving into a horror show, potential horror show. Right now it's true crime phase, potentially. So Ben Thorp runs into this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what the stream is called, but this is the first time he's meeting this guy. I will say he's like, this guy is very, isn't he? He's close to big tech, and big tech is close to Ethan Ralph. So really, the degrees of separation between Ethan Ralph universe and Ben Thorp is decreasing. Think about it. It's all gonna merge. The Ethan Ralph crap and the Thorps. It is a possibility. It is a legit possibility that the Grace Thorp could be gunted. Oh my God. I did not plan to talk about Ethan Ralph. That was not the plan. That was not the plan at all. I just mentioned his name though. Why can't I escape him? Why can't I leave that guy? Ben Thorp, never, ever, ever mingle with him. Oh shit, it's gonna happen though. Because after he talks with this guy, is he gonna talk with Big Tech? And then my mind is blowing up here. My mind is exploding. Wow, the Grace gun dead man baby truly unholy. All right. So Ben Thorp meets this guy first time, and how does he introduce himself? Does he say, "Hi, I'm Ben Thorp. I do this and that"? No, he does this instead.
Like to have somebody come in here and say that sex is disgusting. We are kin. Okay.
A lot of work. It's so messy. I mean, I'm just
sticky,
wait,
slimy.
hold on. I got it. Is Grace your wife or?
Some people
Is Grace your wife? Oh, it's starting.
think of her as my wife, but she's my daughter actually.
Some people think of her as my wife, but she's my daughter.
In fact, my wife thought she was my wife. That's great.
My wife thought she was my wife. Oh, but it gets worse.
Man, that's rough.
I'm
dude.
20.
Yeah.
I'm 20. All is appropriate.
I'm 20. I'm 20. As if everything's okay. You're 20 now, sister. You're 20 now.
Yeah, my wife thought that she was having an affair with me, and
Keep in mind, this is the first time Ben Thorp has met this guy. Look at his reaction. We got to make this bigger. Do I have a way to make this bigger? There we go. Wait, that's not working. Where's my thing at? That's not it. Wait, where's it at? Where's my window? Where's my window? Where's my window? There we go. This is the first time Ben Thorp has met this streamer guy, whatever his name is. And he's going into how his wife thought his daughter was his wife, and then his wife thought he was having an affair with the daughter. That's a bold way to introduce yourself. That is a gnarly way to say hi. It's like, bro, we just shook hands. First time I met you, okay? And you go there. All right, let's play some more.
And spent 5 years like going fucking crazy. She's bananas. She's now living in her car. And,
Yeah, well, that's a whole other story.
yeah, the whole internet like totally believed it. It was this whole incest thing. It's crazy. I have a nice relationship. With,
This whole incest thing. Why? Why would you do that?
I haven't heard this in a while. Like to have somebody come in here and say
We're backing up a little bit. This is too good. I'm loving this. This is my gift to myself. I don't care if you like it or not. I find it hilarious.
disgusting. We are kin. We are kin. Okay.
A lot of work. It's so messy. I mean, I'm just
sticky,
Wait,
slimy.
hold on. I got it. Is Grace your wife or?
Some people think of her as my wife, but she's my daughter, actually. In fact, my wife thought she was my wife. That's
Oh
crazy.
man, that's rough.
I'm
dude.
20.
Yeah.
I'm 20. All is appropriate. I'm 20 years
That
old.
doesn't make
Yeah,
it
my
better.
wife thought that she was having an affair.
So what? It makes it better that she's 20. That she's taking the role as the wife. Be like, hey guys, don't be weirded out by the fact that my dad sees me as his wife. I'm 20. It's fine. Okay. It's like that's only half of the problem, ma'am. There's still a big part of the problem. This is still a problem. This family is so fucking broken. It's like a comedy routine. That's why sometimes I wonder if it's fake, because it's like this is too funny. Who does this? This seems so stupid because they act all weird. If you point out their weird relationship, they all act all weird about it, but they keep on hinting at it. So they're kind of asking you to ask about it. It's like, what is this? If this is a soap opera, it's like the main story. Okay, there's all these little stories that happen, but the main one is still gonna be, is that Benjamin Thorp guy really porking his daughter? What's going on there? Dude, this is how crazy this stuff is. My neighbors are starting to catch on to the Ben Thorp stuff. Okay? If I get asked by a neighbor, say, Jesse, do you good barbecue, good beer, yeah. Which is a lie. I go to their barbecue. I don't think I've ever barbecued for the neighbors. Once. It was a brisket, oat and hamburgers. Anyway, I'm over there. And it was good. Eating some meat, drinking some beer. And hey Jesse, do you think that Ben Thorp guy is really banging his daughter? If I get asked that, it's broken, man. Like the merge has happened, and I don't want that to happen. The moment it gets like that is I don't know, like too real, I suppose. I don't know. Kind of cringe. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's play some more of this.
Affair with me and spent 5 years like going fucking crazy. She's bananas. She's now living in her car. And,
Yeah, well, that's a whole other.
She's bananas. She's now living in her car. Hey, my wife's bananas. She's living in her car and she thinks I'm having an affair with my daughter. It could have just been a simple hi. You could have said, yeah, I'm Ben Thorp. I run a debate channel where I talk about theology. Oh. Saint Shaxter, that sort of language is not going to be appropriate on in my chat. I'm sorry. I put Minecraft on there, or whatever, you know. Shane Shaxter, he could have just said hi. You don't have to be like an edge lord on that. Ooh, let me say the edgiest thing in chat possible. Kill yourself. Oh, that's not easy, nothing. Try harder, Shaggy. Say something gnarly. Say something that gets it's difficult to get through the YouTube filters. Do that. Do that. Saint Shaxter. Do that. All right. Now, I'm sorry. Let's back up a little bit. Let's back up. We're gonna play this again.
Other story.
Yeah, the whole internet like totally believed it. It was this whole
Back up.
I'm 20.
Yeah.
I'm
In fact, my wife thought she was my wife. That's
Oh
crazy.
man, that's rough.
I'm
dude.
I'm gonna back it up just a little bit more. Hold on. We get to get the full thing, the full delivery when it gets wild.
Daughter actually. In fact, my wife thought she was my wife. That's
My wife thought my daughter was my wife.
crazy.
Man, that's rough.
I'm
dude.
20.
Yeah.
I'm 20. All is appropriate. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, my wife thought that she was having an affair with me, and spent 5 years like go fucking crazy. She's bananas. She's now living in her car. And,
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other story.
yeah, the whole internet.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other story. Dad, don't tell him that story. That's what she's saying. Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of our new friends. Why are you telling him this story? Dad, you don't start off like this. We're just saying hi to the neighbors. Why are you telling them about our weird relationship? Oh my God, who does this? Like, I don't say, yes, my name is Jesse. I talk about weirdos on the internet. I don't do that stuff. Jesus Christ. Or, hey, yeah, I'm Jesse. I also play a character named the Brat Man that smells farts. That's kind of weird to get into. It's kind of weird. It's a little too much. No, you don't start off with that. That's crazy.
Like totally believed it. It was this whole incest thing. It's crazy. I have a
Oh,
nice
it's crazy. Just a little incest thing.
relationship with my daughter, and everyone already, people watch too much porn. They automatically assume that, because they can't believe that like a guy can have a nice relationship with his daughter. And she's 20 years.
A dad can have a good relationship with his daughter. Yes. Notice how he doesn't even call himself the dad. He calls himself a guy. So, that's weird. Interesting there. Catch it.
Too much porn. They automatically assume that, because they can't believe that like a guy can have a nice relationship with his daughter. And she's 20.
She can't believe that a guy cannot have a relationship with her daughter, but she's 20. Okay. So you're saying that a guy can have a close relationship with his daughter, but don't worry, she's 20. Continue talking, Ben.
20 years old. So I make, saucy jokes with her and stuff. And
Yeah, you make some sausage jokes with her. That's for sure.
I'm called her pimp or whatever because she's pretty and I have her on my show.
I'm called her pimp. I'm called her pimp. People refer to me as her pimp, as her e-daddy. That's not a good thing, Ben. Why are you telling this poor guy all this stuff? Like, I don't know who this guy is. Someone check on him, make sure he's still alive, because he might have just I don't know, man. He might be in a low moment, is all I'm going to say. Maybe you can still reach out to him. Because after hearing all this, you might have to take a break. You might have to take a break from the internet just a little bit. Just a bit. That's a gnarly introduction there. That is insane. I want to back it up and highlight it again, but I think it just keeps on getting worse. Let's see.
Show for views, right? And they say like that's totally immoral. I'm like, what's immoral?
Yikes.
She's pretty. What's the problem with that? Tom, would you have a pretty girl
You
on the
know,
show?
Trump would probably
Trump
agree
thinks
with
his
you.
daughter's
He's pretty.
pretty too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's becoming normalized, I suppose.
Okay, okay. They try to joke. They joke it off. They make a joke and try to change subjects. That's cool. By the way, hey man, if you're watching right now, don't forget to hit that like button. Now show some love. Show some love. All right, I definitely appreciate your company here. And by the way, let me just say, shout out to all you guys. I appreciate your company. Yeah, Warriors of the Shire, Eisenhorn, Echovin, Dark Ninja. Thank you. I don't stream here much all the time, but I had to for this and the other thing that we're gonna do. Anyway, as Ben was saying,
What do you mean it's becoming normalized? That is normal, Tom. What the fuck
Sure.
is wrong
Yeah,
with you?
that's what I'm saying.
Well, you said it's becoming normal.
Thank you to the pioneers like
what do you mean it's becoming normal? What do you mean a weird relationship with his daughter is becoming normal? It's the norm, guys.
Donald J. Trump for braving that path.
Every man should be proud that he's got a beautiful daughter that men want to have sex with, right?
Every man. Ben. Yo. Why are you doing this?
What I'm saying.
Well, you said it's becoming normal.
Thank you to the pioneers like Donald J. Trump for braving that path.
Every man should be proud that he's got a beautiful daughter that men want to have sex with, right?
Look how uncomfortable the host is. He's like, please, God, anything. Make this go away. Because he doesn't have the power to say, Ben, stop. Because he's the host of the show. Why doesn't he just say, Ben, stop it. Stop. Just stop. Why doesn't he just do that? Oh. I mean, it's good content. I suppose that's why. Just keep the clown show going. Keep the clown show going.
I when she's 20. That's the whole point, isn't it? What do I want? A fat, blue-haired, shaved head daughter? No.
Gracie, are you really his daughter? Is this?
Yeah,
Are,
no.
are you guys mean?
We're in the same house right now. I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
I love
So-
him. He's a great dad. Yeah.
I mean, he
Okay,
sounds
you-
like a great dad.
I'm worried about the transvestite sounding person too. There's someone who sounds obviously on like hormone pills or whatever. Okay.
The cop said when I had fucking cops come over here to ask her if she was my personal sex slave.
That isn't like.
Cops going over to his house asking if his daughter's personal sex slave. Once again, just have to point out, this is the introduction. You know, when you first meet your neighbor, first meet someone, you say hi, you know, and let's say you're at a party or whatever. You say, hi, I'm so-and-so. What do you do? You know, you engage in just conversation. Typical greetings, talk about whatever. What you don't do is say, yeah, I'm Ben Thorp, and I have a weird relationship with my daughter. At least that's what the internet says, okay? My wife is Banana. She's out of the house. She thought I was having this weird affair with my daughter. It's just so weird. All this weird incest stuff that people talk about. It's like, bro, I don't even remember your name. What was your name again? Yeah, leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Actually a true story.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, no, I actually got. No, you know what's funny? Okay, so there's like Discord forums about us, right? Okay, so there's this.
Why are you talking about the Discord drama? He doesn't know about it. No one cares. Like, man, they are selling this drama, aren't they? I wonder if the plan is to sell the drama as hard as possible so that the true crime community that's watching them thinks, oh, this can't be real. It's too on the nose. It's too played up. It's almost like theater. Ben is such a sicko. Ben is a pure sociopath. I'll say psychopath, but sociopath probably. Okay? Think about that. Ben is smart. Ben is really abusing people in the household. And I can say that because he does have a charge for DV. So, or at least, yeah, he does. I mean, that's his record. So, yeah, there's some abuse there in the household. But he plays it up. He plays it up as a soap opera. Makes it so extreme that you can't believe it. So you go, no, man, it can't be real. It's just acting. It's just acting. It is acting, right? There's still a part of me that wants to believe that it's acting. That way it's a little less bad.
Okay, so the cops come over, right? They got this printout of this chat from a Discord forum where like somebody is making some kind of But okay, yeah, no, I actually got. No, you know what's funny? Okay, so there's like Discord forums about us, right? Okay, so there's this. But okay, so the cops come over, right? They got this printout of this chat from a Discord forum where like somebody's making some kind of claim that my dad tortures me and rapes me, right? So it's totally crazy.
Why would you start that? That's crazy. Oh my god. Why would you talk about this? Why would you bring that up? You're shopping your drama around, man. You're like the real life oh man, it's a white trash soap opera. It's like Trailer Park Boys, as we'll say. Oh god.
Right? But the cops have no idea what Discord is. So they come over here and they show me this printout and the guy who's making this claim about me, his name on Discord is King Penis, right?
Why? This is so stupid.
Rapes me, right? So it's totally crazy, right? But the cops have no idea what Discord is. So they come over here.
You didn't have to explain any of this. They didn't ask that question. Keep in mind, all this is being revealed. All what was asked was some sort of, Ben made some sort of comment about how he doesn't want to have sex anymore because it's gross. And someone was like, can we keep him? Oh, yeah, that's right. The host asked, all he asked was a simple question. Hey, Ben, is your wife your daughter? Or is that really your daughter? Is that your daughter? That's what he asked. Is that your daughter? Is that your daughter? Is Grace your daughter? And it was corrected. That's all it was. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for any of this. We're going to go back for that.
No. Hey, man should be proud.
Years like Donald J.
This thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, well,
and spent 5 years like
Man,
Thank you.
You're gonna have to feed him.
Holy shit, that's true. So true. Tom, can we keep him?
Back some more.
I just feel like bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's where he talks about how sex is icky and gross. And I guess whoever the trans person agrees. And it just goes downhill from there. It's just insane.
I have a friend who's trans endowed as well, post-op. So
Yeah.
you know,
If I really want
connect you with
surgery down there, I've already had 6 kids, and I have no plans to ever have sex again because I find it disgusting. But
so true. Tom, can we keep him?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to feed him.
Holy shit,
You know,
this is like
be
the first
responsible
time
for
I've
him,
heard.
But
I haven't heard this in a while. Like to have somebody come in here and say that sex is disgusting. We are kin. We are kin. Okay.
It's a lot of work. It's so messy. I mean, I'm just
sticky,
wait,
slimy.
hold on.
clean
I
up.
got it. Is Grace your wife or?
There it is. Is Grace your wife or?
See, I mean, I'm just
sticky,
Wait,
slimy.
hold on.
clean
I
up.
got it. Is Grace your wife or?
Some people think of her as my wife.
Is Grace your wife or? And he's hoping, please let it be the wife. Please let it be something other than daughter. That's what he was thinking. Okay. All right. And he learned the truth from Ben's mouth. And Ben just kept on explaining it and explaining it.
Wife, but she's my daughter, actually. In fact, my wife thought she was my wife. That's crazy.
Man.
I'll make a little joke. Okay, my wife thought she was my wife. Oh, okay. All right. Now it's a little okay though.
That's rough.
I'm
dude.
20. I'm 20. All is appropriate. I'm 20.
That response is weird. I'm 20. Well, lady, the age wasn't the issue there. What was part of the issue? There was another issue. There was one main issue, and then there was a much, an issue tied to it that could magnify it. Okay, yeah, crazy.
20 years old.
Yeah, my wife thought that she was having an affair with me, and spent 5 years going fucking crazy. She's bananas. She's now living in her car. And,
Yeah, well, that's
She's going crazy because she's thinking of having an affair with my daughter. I haven't moved on from this segment for 25 minutes. This is insane. Ben, I was not even going to talk about you today. But this changed it. This is insane. And he just keeps on going.
that's a whole other story.
yeah, the whole internet totally believed it. It was this whole incest thing. It's crazy.
It's all incest thing. You don't have to keep talking, Ben. You can stop talking. You can stop talking. Don't talk. Don't talk. Don't talk.
I have a nice
Oh,
relationship
okay.
with my daughter, and everyone already, people watch too much porn, they automatically assume that, because they can't believe that like a guy could have a nice relationship with her. And she's 20 years old, so I make saucy jokes with her and stuff. And I'm called her pimp or whatever because she's pretty, and I have her on my show for views, right? And they say like that's totally immoral. I'm like, what's immoral?
Yikes.
She's pretty. What's the problem with that, Tom? Would you have a pretty girl?
You
on the
know,
show?
Trump would probably
Trump
agree
thinks
with
his
you.
daughter's pretty too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's becoming normalized, I suppose.
What do you mean it's
It's becoming normalized, I suppose, because you go to because Trump. What is he gonna say next? Because Pornhub.
becoming normalized? That is normal, Tom. What the fuck
Sure.
is wrong
Yeah,
with you?
that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Well, you said it's becoming normal.
Thank you to the pioneers like Donald J. Trump for braving that path.
Every man should be proud that he's got a beautiful daughter that men want to have sex with, right? When she's 20, that's the whole point, isn't it? What do I want? A fat, blue-haired, shaved head daughter?
So he wants a hot, attractive daughter, so he can look at and what else, Ben?
No.
Gracie, are you really his daughter? Is this?
Yeah.
Are,
no.
are you guys mean?
Okay, he's checking. Just make sure. Please tell me this is a bit, right? You're a troll. This is a joke. Please tell me you were joking.
We're in the same house right now. I'm upstairs.
Yeah.
I love
The-
him. He's a great dad. Yeah.
I mean, he
Okay,
sounds
you-
like a great dad.
That's what
People-
the cops said. When I had fucking cops come over here to ask her if she was my personal sex slave.
No, that is like actually a true story.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, no, I actually got. No, you know what's funny? Okay, so there's like Discord forums about us, right? Okay, so there's this. So the cops come over, right? They got this printout of this chat from a Discord forum where like somebody's making some kind of claim that my dad tortures me and rapes me, right? So it's totally crazy, right? But the cops have no idea what Discord is, so they come over here and they show me this printout, and the guy who's making this claim about me, his name on Discord is King Penis, right? So the
Yeah, that's a
cops-
very credible person to make
That's
the claim.
incredible stories, right? So
It was
I'm
actually
not
my son. It
shitting
was
you.
actually her brother, I think, maybe.
I
Your
don't know.
brother's King Penis. Oh man. Oh god.
The hell it was, but I shit you not. The cop goes to me because we're in Rhode Island, right? He goes, I don't want to be, what's the word? I don't want to be gross, ma'am, but like this comes from a person on a server called King Penis. Do you know who this person might be? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, you seem like an alright girl. It seems like things are going alright here, so like.
They've been over
we'll
here
let you
five
guys-
times. 5 times.
It sounds almost like a prank. Like
Well,
like
it
the
is.
cops themselves were in on it.
I
Well,
know,
they
right?
have these tip lines, right? And you
Yeah.
get why they set the tip line up. But some asshole in like Australia wants to like screw with me, right? So they hit the
Mhm.
tip line. It's an anonymous tip line. But this lady, Nicolina, like she really wants me like dead. She's like,
Oh,
threatening
she
me and all this
does.
stuff. You know, I don't know
She
what the hell it is.
does.
People have problems. They have lack social skills.
True. I
But
mean,
she's-
we're all
yeah.
here on the internet talking about random shit. Huh?
And Ben, I'll just tell you now, I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. So far, our interactions online has been great. There's been no, well, I mean, you did call the cops on me. That has not been great, actually, now I think about it. But I have nothing to do with what happens with Nicolina. No. And she's not going to talk to me. You know she's not going to like me. All right? All right? I objectify women all the time. It's like what you do as a man, right? Come on, man. If I was you, if I was in your shoes, I would like delete everything and be smart of what you say. Seriously. But then again, though, I guess you got it, bro. I guess you're not worried. I guess you're not. They're gonna fuck with you hard. They're gonna fuck with you real hard. Those Facebook moms, Ben, they're not gonna lube up. Okay? They're not gonna lube up. This Facebook true crime drama community, they're not gonna lube up, Ben. They're not. In fact, if anything, they're gonna go out of their way, make sure it's even more painful. They're gonna tape or they're gonna put gravel on their penises. Oh, that's probably gonna hurt them too. They'll put like a cardboard sheath with gravel connected to it. I'll tell you what, they'll just tape on like thumbtacks on it. They're gonna rape you with that. They're gonna rape you with that. It's gonna be a barbed penis that they're gonna rape you with. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be nasty. You're gonna be bleeding out. You're not gonna know what's happened because they're gonna be coming so hard right through the door. Using Rhode Island police to do it, by the way. Okay, they're gonna be turned against you. They're gonna weaponize CPS. You have no idea, dude. You have no idea. I warned you. We all warned you. We all warned you. And for your best interests, I will not talk to you. And for my best interests, I will not talk to you anymore. Okay? All right? I'll tell you why. You do not want me roped in your shit. Okay? All right? It gets weird. Okay? Unless you were like, oh, I'm going to use Jesse. I'm going to rope him into... No. No, we're not talking. We can't talk live stream anymore, man. There's that. Anyway. Ben, they're going to rape you. That's the takeaway there. Okay? You're a weird guy. Would not trust you anywhere around the school. Okay? If I hear in the news that Rhode Island that a school was ravaged by a chronic rapist. Was that funny? Just chronic. He barged to the fucking doors. He just started raping. It's not funny, but it's fucked up. Okay, don't worry. They shoot him before he does it. I don't know. That's not even Ben. That's nothing to do with Ben. I don't know. I think I was thinking of Shaggy. That's more than Shaggy. Shaggy is the type that'll be raping kids out of school. I'm sorry, Ben. That was wrong. The story from your situation would be husband murders kids and shoots himself after raping them. That's your story. Ben, your story is like the movie The Shining. You're going to be an axe murderer, kind of like, and you're going to chase him around the yard. It's going to be a whole horrible thing, okay? You could change it maybe, but you got to change it. Anyway, moving on. This is a weird segue.
I think the internet could be a
if you're in danger.
What?
Ryan,
if you're in danger.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Give us a signal.
Ryan, you are the last person I would contact if I was actually in danger. You're not gonna.
Yeah, honestly, fair enough. I wouldn't text you back anyway.
You won't even microaggress.
True, me neither, dude. 20 is way too old for me.
Yeah.
That's what Milo said.
Tom, if you keep doing this, you are going to get in so much trouble. It's not just going to be
20 is way too old.
banned from TV.
Yeah.
That's what
Wait, how
microaggress.
young does this guy like
True,
him?
me neither, dude. 20 is way too old for me.
Yeah.
That's what Milo
Tom,
said.
Tom, if you keep doing this, you are going to get in so much trouble. It's not just going to be picture banned from
I'm gonna call
TV.
the cops on you.
No, listen,
Goodness.
my-
Like, this is Tom. just constantly just baiting this shit.
The next Mr.
Well, that-
article is going to be about Tom.
That's what
Yeah.
Milo did. Milo said, Grace is too old, but I'm interested in your 13-year-old daughter. And I think that's funny, right? Because he was saying, well, I need some time to form them properly. But he wasn't saying I'm interested in having sex. But, that's a little spicy, but whatever. It's a joke. I say that I'm a pedophile in the Greek sense, that I love children, as did our Lord Jesus Christ. And
He didn't even ask that. Ben. Back that up. By the way, if you like this sort of thing, make sure you press the like button. You know what to do. And if you think I'm doing a decent job, they get there like a $1 in the tip jar or something. It'd be nice. I'll definitely take some swig of moonshine and make it all nice. But we're going to back this track up real fast because I can't believe what he just said. Okay? Once again, the whole context makes it even more hilarious. He just met him. First impression. First impressions are everything. Meet your potential boss, your potential employer at an interview. You don't say, "Oh yeah, I identify as a pedophile." And don't come down. Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you. You got me. That is a fuck up clip right there. Don't delete that. I mean, do delete that. Shit. That's another fucked up clip right there. Damn it, the Thorp clan has something on me. Fuck. Now they're going to use me against people. Now they're going to tap me and be like, oh, now we're going to turn you. Shit. God damn it. Ben says he's a pedophile in the Greek sense. That's a weird way to start a conversation. That's a weird direction to go, Ben.
to form them properly. But he wasn't saying I'm interested in having sex. But, that's a little spicy, but whatever. It's a joke. I say that I'm a pedophile in the Greek sense, that I love children, as did our Lord Jesus Christ. And, people go crazy with it. I also say I flirt with little girls. It's totally true. Every older man.
Gracie?
I noticed the host isn't even really reacting to it anymore. He's like, he's like adjusted. He's like, okay, yeah, this guy is a freak. This guy is a freak. No, man, I can't relax. This is too much. Like this is breaking me. Okay, I watched this many times. And I was laughing so hard. I was spewing this whiskey out. Now it has died to the point to where it's like, okay, it's manageable.
You had a question for me earlier. What was that?
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you mean by you're into gender, but not as far as like trans or any of that stuff? Like, what do you mean, like gender as language?
Okay. I wonder if it looks like he changed the conversation successfully. We'll play a little bit more and to see if there's any other spiciness coming from Ben. If not, we'll switch gears to the Milo versus Destiny stream.
Which gender?
Yes,
like in
yes,
Spanish,
linguistically, like, yes, the way that we use the word and like how we use it in pragmatics. Like pragmatics is like a section of linguistics, and within linguistics, you study the way that words are used and what exactly it is that is being communicated with the word. And so with like words like man and woman, it seems like the markers that we use to decide whether or not somebody is a man or a woman has nothing to do with chromosomes or has to do with like, you know, appendages or anything like that. It has more to do with like whether or not they're feminine or masculine, whether or not they fit the stereotype or the prototype of a masculine or feminine person, and then we label them man.
I
or
don't
woman
care
based on
about
those
this. I mean,
so,
I've some things to say about it, but not this stream.
that's generally what gender is, and then that's obviously different from what sex is. Sex is still an
I'm
important
just here for the
gender.
bin drama.
You know, gender is actually originally a linguistic term.
Same thing now is it all
I think they changed
masculinity are
topics.
based on like something that is feminine are characteristics.
Blah
There's-
blah
there's-
blah.
We
Don't
would say
care.
That's-
we'd say who
Don't-
what feminine.
Jesus
When we talk about, say, the middle
Christ.
and
He's off of him and dressed him more practically. He looked very qualities right there, more practical clothing. Then yeah,
All right, so the trannies or something. I don't know if they're pro tranny. I don't know. They spent a lot of time talking about it. I don't know. All right. Well, let's do the Milo the Milo Destiny debate. Thorps are too predictable for Devin to dedicate a whole show to them. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I have to give you some credit for
So, interesting thing about this debate. By the way, I try to get access to the actual stream itself, the actual footage. I just searched it on YouTube. Couldn't find it. And I searched it on, I think, Rumble and a few other places. It wasn't really that much of an effort, but I tried. There was an attempt. So this is like the stream portion from Destiny. Okay. So if it's altered in any way, we know why. Okay. All right. But so here he starts off. This debate was in Tennessee, University of Tennessee. And so they both agreed to do the debate. And obviously it's hosted by Uncensored America. But the first thing Milo does is do like a how dare you, Destiny, for wanting to talk about Christian nationalism debate. How dare you want to talk about that after those kids died in Tennessee in that school? How dare you? And I don't know if they talked about guns. I mean, I didn't hear that come up at all. It didn't sound like it was a gun debate. Destiny likes guns. So I don't understand why Milo started off like that. It actually seems like a big FU from Milo for bringing up the dead kids that died in elementary school in Tennessee. They're just doing reading assignments or whatever, having their homework checked, and then the trainee with trans rage came in and just started mowing them down because she hated little kids, because she had a horrible childhood. You know, that's what happens there. That's what happens there. You know, if you see a tranny, you can ask, do they have a well-adjusted childhood? Probably not. You show me a tranny, I 100% guarantee you they have some major, major issues, dysfunction in their family. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'll bet on that. What's your wager? No, but seriously. I do fight it. Kind of messed up. Let's play it.
Having the cojones to show up in Tennessee barely a month after.
Someone said sweatpants were disgusting. I mean the sweatpants like the Destiny wears all the time. Look at this jacket. This jacket is horrible. Like this jacket that Milo's wearing. What the hell's going on here? And you have like sheep's wool. That's kind of what I expect, maybe from like a bomber jacket or whatever. I guess it kind of has that look, but it actually looks like that fabric, that material on the jacket. It looks like carpet from like you'd use in a minivan, like a van that you're gonna be banging a lot of chicks in, like a 60s, 70s style van. Okay, the old school shaggin' wagon. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then you have this fucking denim with roses and flowers. This is like my grandma's wallpaper. You know, for someone who claims to not be gay anymore, he really dresses like Can't finish that on YouTube. I don't think so anymore. I'll check TOS. I don't think so. It is an awful jacket. That jacket is a crime. That jacket is offensive. That jacket is super offensive.
The bullet-ridden bodies of children have been buried as a sort of representative for.
Man, look how fast Destiny's chat is going. Jesus. How can he keep up with that? You have no idea what's going on.
A culture that did it, and offering anything but condolences and sympathy. I think it's disgusting. I think it's shameful. How dare you?
There's that shame. Casting shame on Destiny for agreeing to meet at this debate. Milo, you could have canceled this debate. You could have canceled it if you cared that much about the dead kids. Milo's a piece of shit for even starting the argument like that. What the hell? What the hell? He's using the dead kids as a freaking shield. I want to take the moral high ground. And then he's going to talk about like Christians and shit like that and how important it is to be a Christian. Dude, you literally use dead kids as a shield. Against a manlet. Against Destiny. Okay? The guy's not even 5 foot. He's shorter than Ethan Ralph. Okay? Which, by the way, reminder that the Grace, the Thorp clan is actually getting closer and closer to the Ethan Ralph drama sphere. Ben, Grace, I'm going to do it. You know, others will tell me not to do this, not to advise. Definitely do not, whatever you do, contact Ethan Ralph. He's kind of a big shot, at least he claims to be. If you contact him, he's most definitely not going to help you out in whatever plan you would have. He doesn't like me, so you guys could actually talk about that. You could bring up, did that Devin guy lie and say you got him fired? You know, you could have a good time talking about that. And definitely, do not send your daughter out to Mexico to meet Ethan Ralph. That would be a bad idea for your career. That definitely wouldn't put you on like Kiwi Farms, and then you'll get like a buttload of viewers. I don't know if they're the kind you want, though. I mean, maybe they are. Oh, he says he already contacted him. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. This is too real. What the fuck?
How dare you show up here offering anything but sympathy? Because, you know, I think, I should stand or something. We're familiar with what happened in Tennessee. We're less familiar with the reasons why. But the reason was that at any given time in society, there are about 20% of people who are just fucking nuts.
Yeah, there are a lot of insane people. They need to bring back the asylums, and I don't give a shit. They need to bring back the asylums and really just throw insane people, and that'll include the homeless. And there you go. That takes care of the homeless problem too. The homeless are better off in a place that has a roof than just out there in the streets where they have to fend for themselves in a tent and all that shit. Now the shit just out in the open. This is gross. But yeah, you need a place to hold insane people. You know, the real enemy for asylums is women. That's why women probably shouldn't vote. If you really think about it, women didn't like the asylums because men would send women to the asylums quite a bit for just being crazy, just being batshit crazy. Well, my wife is insane again. Send her to the asylum. Get a break. So because a lot of angry cunts that are probably mentally unstable didn't like being treated that way, they got a lot of movement going on, a lot of pressure, and they got it. They got it removed. They advocated to have it removed. I know it's probably not 100% accurate, but I'm pretty sure maybe 5% somewhere. It makes sense to me. Like, they would be motivated. Like, guys wouldn't care if asylums were there. They wouldn't give a shit. Actually, they would like it. They would rather see the insane people kind of like, away. Take care of them the best you can, But women, on the other hand, if they're the ones going to the asylum, they're definitely not gonna like it. So yeah, they're definitely gonna advocate against it. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, think about it. Women advocate against anything that's fun. Alcohol, no. They're anti-alcohol. Porn, they're anti-porn too because they're jealous because they don't have the tits and the ass to pull it off. They can't make money off their tits and ass. Otherwise, they would be doing it. You show me a woman who has amazing rack, amazing ass, and hasn't done any porn work, okay? I'm including amateur work on that. I'm including very amateur. I'm by amateur, I'm including like taking own photos and stuff at a room or something for their own, or not for sharing with friends and things like that. Anyway, let's get into this. Wow, my tangents are long today. Jesus Christ. I've been watching Ben. I just want to talk forever.
And those people will glom on to whatever the fad is for people who are fucking nuts. So the current fucking nuts is trannies. You can see in the social trends when you plot anorexia and bulimia, which was the big thing when I was growing up, against the new nuts. It's basically about...
I do agree that the trans movement is like a trend at this point. Kids are just saying that they're trans now because it's like the new gay. It's a new weird thing, and also gives you protection from like being actually being held responsible for anything. You have another layer of protection. Black kids can get away with just about anything at school. They can flat out slap a teacher for having their Switch stolen or even cell phone stolen, or just about anything, honestly. They won't be held responsible. There's no consequence. And then imagine that was a trans and black. Whoo, man, it's trans people. You're not punishing them. You're not laying a hand on the trans kid. Damn. Play more of this.
About 1 in 5 people who are just not really all there and will kind of do whatever. But when you hand those people, those unstable and dangerous people, a victimhood script, when you give them a license to commit violence in the name...
Ben, I know a lot of women. I have a lot of exes, like 15. Okay? I went over my list. It was quite a lot. Technically, I have like a lot of partners. Okay? If we count all the early years. Don't want to get into that. It's a weird story. But a lot of them were batshit insane. Just crazy. Crazy. One of my exes, when I first introduced her to my family, you know what she did? Instead of saying, hi, my name is so-and-so, good to meet you, she said, hi, my name is so-and-so. My mom kicked me out of the house because she thinks I'm having incest with my dad. No, she didn't say that. That's what you would say on your first time meeting. No. Setting that aside. Now, what really happened was that instead of saying, hey, I'm so-and-so, good to meet you, she meowed. She meowed like a cat. She meowed like a little kitten that would drink milk from a saucer, that would jump from limb to limb on a tree. A little cat meowed, meow, and got behind me. I never. She wasn't like a furry or anything. Well, she was into anime. She was a little weird. Okay, I didn't think she was that weird. So did I dump her? No. What'd I do? I ordered a fucking tail. Fucked her with it. So technically, I fucked a furry. I was like, what, 20, I think 21 at the time. Okay. All right, this tangent's too long. Let's get into this. Milo and Destiny. We're only like 2 minutes in. We're never gonna get through with this.
Name of their supposed identities instead of giving them the treatment and the love and the prayers that they need. You turn those people into killers. You turn those people into time bombs. And there used to be something in America that would protect against that.
Oh, what's that?
It was
Milo?
Christianity.
Oh. Okay. I guess so. Really?
I think it's shameful that anybody would show up so soon after a tragedy caused by the kind of ideologies that you support and do anything but offer sympathy and condolences and celebrate the ideology that has protected us against this sort of thing for so long. It's outside the scope of our evening this evening to prove or disprove the truth of Christianity or Christ or whatever.
But that's kind of what you have to do for this argument, though. You know? The problem with the religious part angle is that you still have, like, there's that element that's just faith. There's an element that's just faith. And it's like, okay, yeah, I hope so. I don't know, man. I don't know what really happens when I die or you die. I suppose we go to a good place, but what if we don't? Yeah? Or we just rot in the ground? Oh, if I know, dude. Do you know? Oh, someone said they know? Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, someone said they heard someone else say they know. Oh. Read it in a book? What kind of book? Oh. A old book. Written a long time ago. Oh, okay. Written in a language only select people could understand. Yeah, it goes on and goes on. You have that. And it's like, well, you know, I think we could agree that basic things are fair and reasonable without necessarily a connection to God. I say that as someone who acknowledges that there may be a higher power, but I don't know if he really interacts with us to that degree or any degree at all. But, you know, I think it's reasonable that, you know, you don't kill someone. You know, murder is wrong. Okay, we can criminalize murder. Be against murder. Okay. Well, there's exceptions, though, because murder's wrong. There might be a situation where someone tries to murder you, though. Can you murder them? Could you defend yourself? You can defend yourself. You know, we get into that. But how does this relate to all this? Using Christianity as saying that, oh, no. If they were just Christians, if it was the lack of God, the lack of Jesus, believe in Jesus, would makes it to where they don't go, oh, murder's wrong, so I'm not going to go shoot up a school. I'm not going to shoot up a bunch of kids. You know? It's weird, no? Murder's wrong. Okay, you can just say, you can agree with that even without the holy book and all that crap. Pretty reasonable. I think what's going on here is there is a lot of insane people, a lot of mental illness going on. And it doesn't help either that there's just various groups are just pissed off for, you know, certain reasons. They all have their reasons. And I'm saying various groups. You know what I'm talking about. You got the left, you got the right, you got the trans, you got the other communities. They're just at war with one another with crazy rhetoric and language on social media and stuff. And we're starting to see that, you know, be carried out in real life. Where you saw with the school in Tennessee was shot up by what? It was a training to fucking hate those Catholic kids. Tran rage. That should be a shirt. Anyway, back to the Milo debate.
I'll make a few points. There is no America without Christ.
The
reason for that is that this is an intrinsically and fundamentally Christian nationalist country, by which we mean it's built into the architecture of the nation. There's no getting away from it. You can lie about it. You can pridefully claim that, you know, you can be good people without Christ. You can't. You're just inheriting a system of good and evil from the culture in which you grew up, which accords with the natural law. America was
Okay.
founded, as Adams told us, with a constitution that is wholly unsuited to the governance of anyone but a moral and religious people. And when he said religious, he meant Christian, although he himself was wandered through various different kinds of heresy.
Yeah, see, there was a little out there. I mean, look, there, and here's the other thing too. Even if they were all united with Christianity, then it would become like, oh, what kind of Christian are you? That happens. There's like little issues, some division. It gets to the point to where, because some denominations are so out there, they kind of like become their own thing over a particular issue, like let's say Mormons. So, okay, wow, oh, that's some weird ideas. How many wives can he have? Oh shit, huh? I think one's enough, honestly. I have to deal with one. Remember the anniversary, have to take care, make sure she's happy so that I can get some. If she's not happy, I get none. It's just so sad.
What Adam said was that this country is, that its founding documents, that its founding architecture, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, were wholly and fundamentally unsuited to the governance of anything but a moral and religious people. Do you think that America is comprised of a moral and religious people today? Obviously, it is not.
His eyes are
And
closed
what he meant
for
specifically
this.
was Christianity,
Like he's, like,
because the way that
stoned
America
out of
set
his
up
mind.
outsources morality to Christianity. And without it, it doesn't work, because jury trials don't work when people vote with race instead of conscience and truth. Society doesn't work when people don't obey contracts, don't obey their word, when they're oath breakers. The architecture of America rests fundamentally on a bedrock of Christianity, without which the entire thing falls apart. And that's exactly what's happening. And you don't have to take my word for it. You don't even have to take Adams's word for it, but one of your own.
Oh, the answer to the question, given why is murder wrong? Because you wouldn't want to be murdered. The idea that murder's wrong because God says so. Did God say so? Really? I mean, he seems to not give a fuck. I mean, there's natural disasters and shit. I mean, all sorts of shit happens, and it isn't like he really fucking cares at times, right? But you could agree that murder is wrong without needing that. You could say, I don't want to be murdered. It would really suck to be murdered. How about this? I won't murder anyone if no one tries to murder me. Okay, can we all agree? We could agree. Okay, so the tribe is doing better. I mean, that's all could happen. Maybe there's some issues, back in the ancient days, and they're like, hey, we really got to stop murdering everybody. We really got to stop just killing anybody because it's no good. We can't form a society this way. I'll tell you what, I won't mess with you if you don't mess with me. You don't kill me, or you don't try to kill me, and I won't try to kill you. Because that's really what's going on there. When they say, when they say it's wrong to murder, it's like, okay, well, it is until it's like sanctioned by the state, until it's sanctioned by, approved of by a religious authority, and that's happened. But yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, it's just that.
Supreme Court justices, somebody who was famously left-wing, Rehnquist, I think it was. Can't bother to look it up, but he said that everything in America presupposes the legal system, the social system, the government. Everything in America presupposes the existence of the Judeo-Christian God. Without that, it all comes tumbling down, and without that, it is coming tumbling down. And without that, we're not able to give people who have terrible sicknesses and weaknesses and defects the help that they need. Instead, we hand them victimhood scripts and they shoot up.
Now, I do agree. Now, with everything I just said, you might think, man, Mr. W, he sounds like an atheist or agnostic. I do see an importance of a moral system, and some people may need a higher power or believe that there's a higher power for that. If that works for them, that's fine. That's fine. But there is this big lack. It seems like this growing number of people that just have this issue with not being able to conceptualize that. Maybe it is a lack of a belief in something. Maybe they need to be told that it's someone else, a higher power, told them, hey, don't act that way. You'll be punished in the afterlife, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they need that, okay? Maybe they need to go by the commandments. Maybe they need that. So I do agree with that to some degree, but I don't know just Christianity though, because like if we were following, let's say like if we were Muslim and Sharia law, they would probably be less shootings around. In fact, I don't think we would have any firearms. Well, we're talking Sharia law in an established community, not Sharia law in a shithole war zone. Though, okay, it's hard to conceptualize. What would that be like? What's Saudi Arabia under? I know they're Muslim. I don't know if it's Sharia law or whatever. I don't really know that. I should. I was born there, but it's not like I remember. But, yeah, I mean, and honestly, they're only really developed because of oil money. Let's be honest there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll leave that one to you. Like, do you think it's about religion? It's about Christianity? Ben can cheerlead for Christianity there. I'm not 100% sure. But I'll look into it more.
Up schools, they shoot up churches, whether they are young white guys on antidepressants or whether they're transgender people who are told that it's white Christians are responsible for all of their miseries. It is Christianity that keeps us nice to each other, that keeps us being good to one another.
It's Christianity that keeps us being nice to each other. Like there aren't any Christians that go to war with one another. I'm thinking of Ireland right now where like Protestants and Catholics would go to war. And I would just kill each other, blow each other up. Shit, man. Hell, shit, my neighbors are Catholic. They found out I was Protestant. They're like looking at me in a weird way. It's like, dude, don't be mad at me that I don't have to wear rubber, okay? Don't be mad at me because I don't believe every sperm is sacred, dude. Like, it's I have my belief, you have yours. And there's a reason why you got five fucking kids and I got like 2, all right? And that's all I'm going to have.
Another. And if you toss it out, as
I
happens,
say that unless the wife wants to get it. If another child appears, it's not mine. And if that happens, then I guess I'll join Ben Thorp in the family drama arc because it will be messy and I'll stream it. I'll sell my soul. I will. You already know that. You already know that. The only thing separating me from Ben is the fact that I don't actually bring my wife on stream and like talk her down and I don't know, supposedly smack her. I don't know, man. The glasses were messed up, right, Ben? There was a DV charge too, or a DV arrest. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to this.
in 1776, you have a really big problem on your hands because, and I'm going to say something very radical and difficult to say in Tennessee of all places, there are freedoms afforded to Americans that are too radical and too great. And
Whoa, back that up. There's freedoms afforded to Americans that are too radical. So Milo Yiannopoulos is actually advocating to reduce our freedoms. He's advocating for a Christian nationalist where we don't have freedoms? Freedom of what? Freedoms of what? Like, you sound insane, Milo. You sound insane. By the way, guys, if you like this sort of thing, make sure you press the like button. And I'll tell you what, man. I don't have my moonshine here. My glass is getting empty, though. I could use another shot in this glass. Let's make it happen, guys. Make it happen. Make it happen. I swear, man. I have work tomorrow, but make it happen. Come on. I mean, Super Chats or Streamlabs. Anyway.
there are freedoms afforded to Americans that are too radical and too great and too daring without the insulation of Christianity. The First and Second Amendments don't work unless everyone's Christian. They don't work, and they're not working. They're not functioning.
Well, so the First Amendment can't work unless everyone's Christian? Freedom of speech? So the only way you can have freedom of speech, which means the government can't restrict your speech at all, is for everyone to be Christian? What do you mean by that? How does that factor? you can't have freedom of speech and then also be forbidden to talk about other religions. So how could you have it to where you have freedom of speech and just only one religion? That's it. It'd be impossible to purge all religions. I mean, you would have all these, even if you tried to establish one official religion with the freedom of speech, if you want to really honor it the correct way, the agnostic way would be that they're free to talk. They're free to gather. They're free to worship. They're free to do that. So you can't stop that. Now, if other religious organizations want to challenge that and on their own terms and try to convert, that's what they can do. And they're allowed to do that because of the First Amendment. They're allowed to do that pretty much unrestrained. There's some restrictions, but like you'll see, like religious groups, churches with signs protesting things, and the government really can't do anything. One that comes to mind is the South Methodist. Is that the church? Oh, it's been such a long time since I referenced them. Am I thinking the right? Probably not. It's been such a long time. The ones that would protest at all the funerals, they can't be taken off. I mean, they're allowed to protest there. I mean, they can't be taken away from the property, really, because if they're on that ground and allowed to be there, well, they could be there at the protest. Like, they really can't do a whole lot. What was that church? You guys probably already said it.
Shake it, baby.
What does it smell like, Ben?
What does it smell like, Ben? Ben, did you hear that? I think that question was directed to you. It was asking, what does it smell like? And I'm not sure what he's asking. And honestly, Ben cannot be on stream with me for his own protection, because I will sell him out. I've snaked before, and if I ever get connected with Nicolina and the other people, which I don't plan on, if they come to me, I may respond. I don't know how many of these I'll have, okay? I'm looking out for you. I don't want that to happen. Okay, so it's best not to get on stream with me at this point. Okay, you are in the danger zone, sir. You're in a danger zone. Dangerous. Shots. Man, you said shots. All right, let's pour a shot here. But I'm going to answer the question because it's rude not to answer questions. I think Ben says it smells like butterscotch. For some reason, it smells like butterscotch. And whatever you think I mean by that, go with that. But it smells like butterscotch. What could that be? All right. Let's listen to Milo. I'll talk about this some more. I'll take this shot right here.
You can't give crazy atheists guns. You can't let shameless liars say whatever they want about other people.
I would be on board with what Destiny's saying if he said you can't give trannies guns, not atheist guns. Tran rage is a thing. We're seeing a lot of tran rage, guys. You see a lot of tran rage in public areas. Was like, it's ma'am, or the Popeye video. You know, the tranny shoot up a school. And other shooters identify as tranny afterwards or whatever. And there was a tranny in Texas that shot up a school. So there are all these trans that are just mad. They're just rageful. They just want to hate her on everything. Tran rage, dude. Tran rage. Besides, wait a second. If you're mentally ill, you shouldn't have a firearm. And if you're mentally ill to the point to where you believe that cutting your dick is going to fix it, then you have a huge problem and you probably shouldn't own a gun. Clip that out and put that around. That's what I feel. Mr. Deadman firmly believes if you believe it is in the right mind and good for your health to cut off your dick and turn it into a vagina, you most definitely shouldn't ever own a gun. Ever. That's crazy to me. That's insane. Because if you're willing to do that to yourself, cut off your dick and turn it into a vagina, what are you willing to do to little kids? Anything. anything. So we'll start with you should never own a gun. If you're good at that and you stop with this rage, you stop with this weird stuff, we'll stop there. If you continue, then we'll say never own a gun, never around anywhere of a school or where kids go. Yeah. Weird. Etrovin said mentally ill people need guns more than anyone. Well, if they're going to use it correctly, by correctly, I mean they're going to clean their gun. They're going to absolutely make sure they clean their gun thoroughly, and that when they do, they really check the chamber to make sure the safety is on. Okay? All right? Anyway. Oh, I gotta take this shot. I'll take this shot and hopefully give me. Guys, I need to buy a new Harley tire. Okay, can you guys help me out, bro? Bro, can you help me out? Okay.
In public without consequence. There's a sort of unwritten rule that sits behind everything in America, and it is that these are all the things you get to do because we know that you can handle it. We know that you can be trusted with this. Because
bull crap. Absolute bull crap. We weren't given these rights because we could be trusted with them. Honestly, if you look at the way the Constitution was formed and the mentality behind it, we were given these rights, God-given rights, by the way. Okay? Well, they're not bestowed upon, they're not given to us by the government. Okay? The rights actually they're supposed to protect us from the government, but we failed on upholding that for safety. We took the convenience of safety to throw away our freedoms, and as a consequence, honestly, their First Amendment has limits, Second Amendment has limits. Yeah, I mean, they all have limits. They all have limits in various ways. Yeah. Because you can't say whatever you want necessarily. There are restrictions. Obviously, have you heard that the Biden prosecuted and threw a guy in jail for just making memes of Hillary Clinton? He was making memes of Hillary Clinton and was thrown in jail. Talk about First Amendment. Jesus Christ. Damn, it's horrible. And Second Amendment, technically, the government can't restrict firearms. I mean, they can't restrict. I mean, you have the right to bear. What does arms mean? Well, what do you mean by arms? That's a good question. And those rights were given to us to protect us from the government. I mean, it was written, the Constitution was written to where we as the citizens can put the government in check if they ever try to become tyrannical. But we don't care. We don't care. We actually like that. We like this weird situation we're in. Okay. Anyway, let's play some more of this.
because you love God, because you respect life, because you won't take other people's lives, because you'll keep your word. Without that, the First and Second Amendments become a sort of license to abuse one another or to kill one another. They become a license to lie. They become a license to murder. They become too much freedom.
Too much freedom. Milo Yiannopoulos is advocating against too much freedom. Okay. You guys cool with that? You know, I gotta say, Destiny has been pretty cool so far. I've been listening to a lot of Destiny. There's some things I disagree on, but the whole like drama with him and Mr. Girl, I mean, I was following that. I should have been streaming that, but I didn't really know what to do with this channel necessarily.
Because there is such a thing. And without an underpinning moral architecture, this country doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It's not working. since this country has fallen away from God.
So everyone become a Christian. Is he making money off of this somehow? Is he a leader of a church? Is he connected to a church? Is he making money off this? I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Is Milo connected to any fucking churches?
Christian God, this country has begun to fall apart. And
he has weak ass freaking stuff. This is like stuff I would hear like on the Drunken Peasants back in like 2014 with like Brett King and shit. These weird like weak religious arguments. As like, all right, man, like this isn't gonna hold together, dude. You could shred this apart real fast. You just need to have some facts. You need to have some facts ready to back you up.
that's why all of this terrible shit is happening. That's why all the awful stuff on TV is going on.
Ah, that's why.
It's why you can no longer trust people to keep their words if you don't know them. It's why everybody keeps voting with their skin color. Or their...
Voting with the skin color. I'm black, so I'm voting Biden. Because he said if I don't vote for him, then I'm not black. So that means I'm black then. That means I can identify as black because I voted for Biden? Did I even vote? I mean, no. With the truth. But so if I voted for Biden, does that mean I'm black? Does it? Or does that only apply to black people? That's weird. That's weird, man.
their sexuality or gender or whatever bollocks it is today. Because they're not unified under Christ, because they're not one under Christ, because they're not brothers and sisters in Christ. It doesn't matter if you agree with the literal truth of Christianity or not. The founders did, and they made a country for people who did. And if you don't agree with that, or you don't like God, or you don't see...
Did they? I don't think they did. They made a country where other religions can grow and prosper, and yeah. I mean, if that's all I really need to say. If the founders made a country that was meant for Christians and only Christians, and wouldn't they stop any spread of any other religion? Like, wouldn't they just shut it down? But no, they don't. So, you know, we have a growing Muslim population, a growing Buddhist population, growing Wiccan, witches. We've been trying to purge witches since the freaking the colonies, before America was founded. No, Milo, you got it wrong. We don't need to go back to the founders. We need to go back to the colonies. We need to go back to when those guys were in charge. We need to go back to where we were ruled by Britain. But first, Britain needs to get based. Britain needs to reform back to its old ways. So once Britain can come to terms and control the beast that's wrecking society, turning it woke and progressive, making gay, men into women, women fisting women, and whoring themselves on the street. Once Britain can solve that, I guess America can? I don't know. Honestly, I lost track of what I was talking about. Honestly. It was a long tangent, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Long fucking tangent. Jesus. Am I here right now? I'm here. What's this class saying to me? Saying drink more. But I can't drink more. You guys are depriving me of my drinks. I put a shot in there, and I drank it. I do appreciate your help, your support. It means a lot. I don't mind if I'm an e-beggar. You know? Shit. I'll be a bum. I aspire to one day reach the cog levels where I could be a professional internet bum. I say that in a joking way, but I kind of mean it. All right? Jokes are a deflection for what's really in the core, which is a heart. I do have a heart. Anyway, let's play this.
Why too much freedom is leading us all to hate and kill each other.
That's what the tension is. Too much freedom. It was just retardedness. Milo said something retarded and went on to a long tangent.
And you don't appreciate that we should not only restore Christianity in culture, but require it in public life. You should go to Canada. You should go somewhere else.
But Canada isn't... Well, I mean, yeah, Canada's pretty woke. Like we were saying there. Yo, Canada. Canada's really woke. Where else could you go? Well, actually, you could probably just stay here in America, honestly. Why go to Canada when America's already turning into what you don't want it to be? You know? Just stay here. It's already happening. Okay?
There's a moral architecture built into the law. But here, it doesn't work without God.
Need
And
God.
when you don't have him, when instead...
What did God say about homosexuals, Milo? Milo? Take a seat right over there. Real fast. You be talking a lot of God shit. You be saying what God wants, what Jesus wants, all this stuff. I just need to ask you, what did the good book say about homosexuals? Huh? What did the good book that the Lord wrote with his words? He breathed those words, man. What did the good book say about homosexuality? And are you self not a homosexual? Are you not a coal burner? I mean, the Bible's cool. I think the Bible's cool. I'm not sure. You gotta inform me on that, Chad. But I know for sure the Bible doesn't like queers. Okay? The Bible don't like a lot of things that's weird and new. Milo, even if you weren't gay, you'd be stoned to death for that fucking jacket you're wearing. 100%. That's me saying it. I'm not saying I'll do it. I'm not saying anyone would do it. I'm saying back in the biblical days, they saw that jacket, they would stone you to death on the spot. They wouldn't even question it. Have a stoning who? That guy? Oh yeah. We're gathering around. We're gonna stone that motherfucker. You look like a freak, Milo. You're like a Trojan horse. You're not some conservative. You're not some leader of the right wing side. No, you're a Trojan horse for the training agenda. This whole time, I'm sure. I don't know.
People replace prayer and the rituals of the church with antidepressants, with compound interest, with games and drink and drugs and fornication, kind of thing he does with his wife, offering her around town like she's common property.
Oh.
America doesn't work when we...
Low blow attacking Destiny's wife. Milo has to go low because he doesn't have jack shit. Chat, can I get a round of applause for that? Can I get a round of applause? It's not a manly thing to just attack someone's wife. Right. That's a low blow. Oh, it's not like I ever done that. Right? Now I think about it. Oh, shit. I mean, it's kind of low. I wouldn't do it in a debate. I wouldn't do it in a debate at all. Adam says the jacket is awful. It is. He'd be stoned to death in the biblical times? Dude. He'd be crucified for that shit, but no one would give a damn. He's just a fucking faggot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, for YouTube executives, I am a gay guy. I suck a lot of dick at the truck stop. I could say the word faggot. I get 3 faggots, actually. I just said it for the 3rd time. Okay, I can't say it anymore because I only suck 3 dicks. You get 1 F word per dick suck. Okay? Those are the rules. I have spoken. Let's play some more.
behave that way, because we'll all just end up murdering each other. That's all.
So without Christianity, unless everyone's Christian, we're all going to murder each other. We're all going to murder each other. Man. I don't know. Actually, I do know. That's not true. That's not true at all. If everyone was Christians, you'd still be murdering each other. You just have to look at societies where a large population are Christian, just a different denomination of Christian, and yet they still murder each other. It's not like, oh, if everyone was Christian, it'd be all rosy and cozy. No, then it becomes, okay, we're Christian, but what kind of Christian are we? All right? The only reason why the other denominations are kind of have lowered the guard and at peace, essentially, is because Christianity as a whole is on the decline. And they just need to get their numbers up any way they can. Let's be real there, okay? All right? But if we were living in a society that was legit 100% just Catholic, and that's the thing. That's the thing here. The founding fathers that were Christian weren't Catholic, okay? That's a whole different thing. There's Catholics, there's Protestants, there's Baptists, okay? There's all sorts of different sections, okay? Did I say chauvinist? That's a whole thing. I'm thinking. Calvinist. Jesus Christ. Chauvinist. Hey, the chauvinistic Calvinists, okay? Spell that phrase. Let that be a spelling bee. All right, you're going to have to spell chauvinistic Calvinist. Oh, shit. What? I don't have dyslexia, but now I think I fucking do. What the fuck? The letters are all just going around in my mind's eye. It's crazy. Shit. All right, let's play some more of this. Where the fuck am I right now? Where's my mind?
Destiny, you have 10 minutes.
Oh, Destiny talks too. Okay, yeah. I'm not a Destiny cheerleader, but Destiny does have some base takes every now and then. But sometimes he's kind of stupid. Like he is a Biden cheerleader. He is just a Biden cocksucker. He just sucks the cock. He deep throats that old wrinkly hog, okay? Like that, okay? That's what he does. He loves that. He'll drink up all the Hunter Biden jizz and, ask for more. They said they were actually tapping influencers to be Biden shields. I wouldn't be surprised if Destiny was tapped. I mean, would he turn down a nice chunk of change for the government? I wouldn't. No. Does Destiny have just as much integrity as I do? I don't know. I never really met the guy in real life, but I don't know. How much integrity does he have? I mean, would he turn down a good business deal? Would he?
It's not every day I'm the progressive. Oh, what? Here? Yeah? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm not used to arguing for more freedoms against conservatives on stage, but I guess that's where we're at right now with the conservative movement, or whatever part of the conservative movement this is. Today, we've got viewers gathered from all across the world tuning in to a debate between me and Milo, where Milo is going to argue.
Oh, sorry, guys. He's talking really fast. I actually have 1.25 speed for Milo. So let me put it back to the normal speed and go back a little bit. So it is a rare time where a progressive would be the one advocating for more freedoms. I mean, Milo was saying we need to restrict First Amendment and Second Amendment. That's what he's saying. Okay? All right. I don't want that to happen.
That's where we're at right now with the conservative movement, or whatever part of it. Yeah.
By the way, guys, this glass is empty again. If you could be so kind, I love you kindly. Okay? Not in real life unless you want that. That's more than $5, dude. And we're talking. Actually, that just means I'm just drinking this. Okay? My attorney tapped me real fast. Said you need to shut up. Okay? You need to change your ways. You can't be talking like you normally do. Things have changed. Being watched. Right, no one, guys, just ignore that. Just ignore that, guys. Anyway, but yeah, glass is empty. If you make it happen, partner, be nice.
It's not every day I'm the progressive. Oh, what? Here? Yeah? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm not used to arguing for more freedoms against conservatives on stage, but I guess that's where...
I mean, if he's advocating for First Amendment and Second Amendment, I'm cool with that. Milo wants guns for everyone. I mean, I want guns to protect myself from all these other motherfuckers, so I want guns.
At right now with the conservative movement, or whatever part of the conservative movement this is. Today, we've got viewers gathered from all across the world tuning in to a debate between me and Milo, where Milo is going to argue that we should turn the USA into an isolated...
He almost laughed. He almost laughed. This blue-haired fucking troll almost goddamn laughed. He doesn't even look like a real person, does he? Look at that. He looks like a drawing. Look at that. It's so low quality, even on my screen. There's the blue hair, it blends in. Dude, it just doesn't look like... This looks like an illustration. It looks like an illustration for a video game. I'm thinking like a DOS-type video game. Okay?
Authoritarian, zealously religious country. I think that technology is the Pandora's box that has changed this country and this world forever, and I don't think we're ever going back to the days of public squares and mail service by horse. Cultural exchange is happening, whether you like it or not, quite literally at the speed of light. Even right now, potentially hundreds of thousands or even millions of people around the world.
Yeah, this is actually calm speaking for Destiny. It seems pretty calm. This is on 1.25 speed, and actually, I'm used to listening to Destiny at 2 speed. Because now when I listen to content, I'm like, man, I only have so many hours in the day. And there's stuff I need to watch to know what to talk about. I need hamster speed, dude.
World are listening to me and Milo have this debate. The only way to stop this type of cultural exchange is through the militant authoritarianism that Milo is talking about on this stage. That might be through his being against the First Amendment, that might be against his taking away of the Second Amendment, and that might be through the institution of a state religion. This means the destruction...
Yeah, that's kind of weird. So, we all have to be Catholic, but we have First Amendment? So, that's not cool, bro. That's kind of back to where we fucking started, god damn it. Shit. Jesus Christ. Because that's what it's going to go down to. It's going to be, oh, we all need to be Christians. But then it's going to be, oh, actually, we need to be Catholic because that's the real Christians. Be like, motherfucker, before our founding fathers even got here and started, putting the groundwork for everything, there was another movement. Oh, okay, we're just going to forget about that. Jesus Christ.
Of our freedom of speech, our ability to produce media, satire, and comedy, and our ability to communicate openly on the social media platforms we've all unfortunately grown addicted to.
Destiny has to win here. Milo's argument is just garbage, absolute garbage. I know there's some people who are Christian who may... Dude... You may disagree. I do consider myself a Christian at times. I'm Christian. I'm Christian, but I do have my doubts. Okay, I would say more of a deist than a Christian. I believe there's a higher power. I'm not exactly sure. Do I believe in Jesus? Yeah, and that's all really what it takes. A Protestant lens. That's all. You can come at it from different lenses and say no, it's not. But I'm just telling you from my view. Okay, and those little different just disagreements will tell you that, hey, we're not all unified, are we? Yeah, look at that. There's some disagreements there. And we would be fighting harder about those disagreements if those were the main things to fight about. But no. Compared to everything else, they're so, nothing. They're not even important. Because things are so off the fucking rails. And I'll agree with you on that.
After Milo gets his way and abolishes the First Amendment, is he going to be the one deciding who we can or cannot make fun of on Twitter? Is the world really going to return to how it was before birth control, before women had the right to work, before gay people were allowed to get married?
Well, I do like birth control because I don't like having a bunch of kids, okay? That's how 100% you know I'm not a Catholic. I don't like having a bunch of kids. I don't want to risk it. Calendar system's not going to work for me. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to do what we can to make sure you're not getting knocked up. Not every sperm is sacred, okay? A lot of them just hit the floor, okay, and get swept away in a fucking napkin. You think about it. A life is really that sacred. I mean, what about the life of a sperm? What is that? That thing's just... You think about it right now. There's a bunch of sperm just swimming right now in my fucking balls. I would... You think of it right now as man. I mean, we got the seed of life right there, okay? The milk of life, the milk of essence. What the fuck? Shut up. God damn it. It's the holy nectar, baby. It's the holy nectar on your seed. That's what you need. That's what you need, baby. 100%. It ain't gonna work by itself. You need my holy raw to go in there deep and splurt out a holy spell for you. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna be praying to God when I hit you. But oh God, oh God. Mm-hmm. Jesus, what the fuck am I talking about? Guys, this shot glass, it's not a shot glass. It's empty, though. What the hell, man? What the goddamn hell, man? There's other streamers that get flat out fucking drunk and turn into fucking dumpsters. You guys don't even do that for me. You guys care about me too much, or don't care enough to even not care about me. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let's play this.
Before we were allowed the ability to freely worship whatever God we wanted or abstain from worship altogether, I reckon that we cannot close Pandora's box. Christian nationalism...
Pandora's box, by the way, was a metaphor for a woman's vagina. That's... Pandora's box comes from a Greek mythology, a Greek story about Pandora. Obviously, right? Pandora's box. And I forget all the little details of it, so there I sound ignorant on it. But yeah, it was a metaphor for a woman's vagina. Once you're exposed to that, your whole world changes. Then you realize how fucking monstrous the world really is. You really understand that. Really, you know all. Yeah, that makes sense. You realize that really all the best pleasure you could experience, which is honestly is a pussy coming inside of a nice tight pussy. Really, in the end, is nothing because it's sick and gross and disgusting because everything's sick and nasty, and then you have to deal with the fucking mental problem that is the woman. And fucking have bipolar issues trying to stab you in your sleep, or even if she's not off her fucking rocker, she's still gonna be a problem with you because she'll be nagging about every little fucking thing. It'd be horrible. She'll be jealous when you're around other girls. It's just a horrible thing. Think about it. Anyway, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. This.
Today isn't even a coherent ideology. The proponents will argue whether there's an ethnic component, whether one needs to be Catholic or not, and whether one needs to even be a Christian or a supporter at all in order to idolize somebody for a Christian nationalist ideology. How many more porn stars does Donald Trump need to work his way through behind his wife's back before Christian nationalists stop worshiping him as their savior? As small as...
Hey, we make mistakes as a Christian when we ask for forgiveness. That's all you gotta do, damn it. It's kind of in the rules.
Christian nationalism is as a movement, even with it being as small as it is, there is still endless infighting. Anyone who's taken a gander recently at Milo, Ali Alexander, or Fuentes' Telegram account can attest to that. And now, with an already fractured and fighting minority movement, some want to put even more restrictions, such as race, lineage, sexuality, LGBT status, or geography on who ought to be allowed to join their movement. The glory days of Christianity are largely over. While the number of worshipers have ebbed and flowed through time, it's impossible for us to return to where we came from. In 1999, almost 70% of Americans were part of a church, synagogue, or mosque. And just 20 years later, in 2020, according to Pew Research, that number has fallen to just 47%. A minority...
Yep, religion is failing. Religion is failing. People are falling out of it. if this was a game of Civilization 6, the religious victory would not be happening. That was a weird reference. I played a lot of that game. But yeah, it's falling out of favor, man. It's and I will say there is a problem with that too. Some people need to believe that there is a higher power for morality to work for them, and all that, and that's cool for you. That's cool, and for those, maybe want to say for those, maybe it's a large population. I'll give you that too, and that they could use it. So I do see a benefit with religion. I do see a benefit with that sort of thing, but it doesn't have to be Christianity necessarily. Because then the conflicts would be between the religious clashes, but we're not even really there in America right now. We're like in this weird, like, I'm pissed off and mad about trans issues, and I'm just gonna rage and attack people and all this shit, you know? It's crazy. Or I'm raging about trans issues, raging about black issues, raging about all sorts of issues, you know?
The population for the first time in U.S. history. We need to be realistic about the coming years. We need to help our young men and women find purpose in the world, stop pretending like some Christian nationalism is the answer.
By the way, we got 14 watches right now. Let's get up that likes up to 14, and maybe I'll take another swig out of this glass here. It's empty. We got to fix that, though.
We need to find ways to get our young people engaged with their friends, family, and their communities in ways that synergize with the technological explosion the entire world has experienced. If Christian nationalists want to continue to practice Christianity in America, then I say we let them. However, we should never allow them to take away our right not to do the same.
I actually agree with Destiny. I agree with Destiny on this. He's actually advocating for First Amendment and Second Amendment rights. So I can say what I want. I could say fuck the government, and also, guys, I don't 100% believe in God. I kind of question things at times. Kind of like, can I talk about that? Talk about that and be able to protect myself from these other hooligans who have guns. Because you can make it illegal and shit, but they're going to get that stuff. I want to be able to get it without being a criminal. Thank you very much.
We will now have 5 minutes of rebuttals from each of you guys. So we'll start with Milo. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you. If the movement, such as it is, I didn't realize there was one, but if Christian nationalism is not yet adequately defined, it's because nobody used it before 2 years ago, which it seems to me to be perfectly reasonable. Trump is not a religious leader in any sense, and you're making a classic mistake of people who don't understand religion, don't understand God, and don't understand their own country when you say...
Trump is not a religious leader, but you know who is a religious leader? And there's Catholic priests, and they like to fuck little boys at times, and there's the Dalai Lama who likes to be a weird creeper with little boys. Guys, this is kind of where I come from when my stance on religion. Like, I want to believe that's where I'm kind of like more of a deist, but it's like, dude, I don't even like higher figures of religious authority are like they're just mortals. They're just guys. They're just people. They're just wearing a set of clothing and they're doing a certain ritual, and you buy into it. That's how I feel about it. You may disagree. That's fine. That's fine. But to me, it's a song and dance. I want to believe 100%. But the ones that like to fuck kids and do weird shit really, really fuck it up for me, okay? There you go. If you put a little something in my glass, I'll much appreciate it. Thank you.
Hold Trump up as a kind of moral example. Render unto Caesar. We don't expect that our presidents should be like Jesus because they're not here to do Jesus's job. So, no. It's interesting you talk about women's rights. I mean, Christianity is the... Sorry, I mean... I just don't know how hard to go in, really. I mean, you're talking
Hard
about...
to go in. I mean, with the Bible, you could do some things in comparison to other religions. I talk about Old Testament and New Testament. You have something, at least women are allowed to drive. At least women don't have to cover everything. But it depends on different denominations of Christianity, though. Some say, no, you got to be covered. You got to be modestly dressed. There's a reason why old time, ancient time, I want to say colony days, while the religious people were very much covered up head and toe. They justified that with religious rhetoric. They justified that with the Bible. So women's rights, how hard are you going to get with that? Where are you going to go with using religion as the defense for women's rights? You're not going to win that. You're not going to win that with Destiny. That's already losing. All right, because you are restricted really by your own source material.
About the religion that gave women consent in marriage. You're talking about the religion that gave women the right to say no, that elevated them from chattel into human beings.
Well, I will say the Bible is a little better than the Quran, okay? Like I said, the women are allowed to drive. All right. So what else does Milo say? And Adam said, just like the top of the political ladder, the top of the church is not the religion. 100%. You can't have faith in God without having faith in humans that make up the power. That's 100%. That's more like a more Protestant sort of look at it, away from Catholicism. If you're Catholic, it's like, no, the church is very much part of it. And that's where I disagree with Catholics there. It's like, no, man, I don't trust those priests. I don't trust the Pope. That stuff is just, you can believe it if you want to, man, but to me, it's like song and dance and just, like, why am I paying him again? Because he's getting the money. It's not going to God. You think they just convert the money into spirit coins, where God collects? Because no, it don't make any sense. No, it's all weird.
You want to return women to chattel. You want women to be like your wife, passed around town.
Another
I'm sorry,
jab
but
at the wife.
I'm not going to take moral lectures on the rights of women from somebody who treats supposedly their wife in what ought to be a holy sacrament as a communal sex toy. Give me...
Server says there's no cars in the Bible, Tevin. Yeah. I'm saying is, in religious communities, religious societies, they didn't use religion to restrict them to drive a car like they do in other societies that aren't Catholic or that aren't Christian. That's what I was saying, dude. I think other people got it. There's a reason why in Muslim societies the women aren't allowed to drive, aren't do much of anything, have to be covered up. That's what the comparison was. That's what the comparison was. I think other people got it. I think you got it now, though. We're on the same page now. Cool.
A break. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
I'm not going to take moral lectures from somebody who, for all intents and purposes, may as well have a fleshlight instead of...
Another jab at the wife. Whoa, Milo. You got personal real fast. You got nothing here, bro. You got nothing. This debate is about Milo versus Destiny on Christian white edition. Christian nationalism debate, not Christian white nationalism, but Christian nationalism. My bad. But with that said, it means the debate is definitely not whether or not Destiny's wife is a fleshlight or the village bicycle. Not the communal cum dumpster. She's not the village bicycle. Or is she? I don't know. But they're not here for that debate, right? If Melina really is like that, maybe I can have a ride. Maybe you can have a... Have you not have a... Guys, you had a ride, didn't you? Be like, Mr. Deadman, who hasn't had a ride? We all had rides. Everyone in the chat. Echovin had a ride. Manu had a ride. W. Piznets rode Destiny's wife. Adams 0960 was riding Destiny's wife. Drunken Surfer was probably teabagging her. So everyone's had a turn with Destiny's wife. We all know that. We didn't have to bring it up, Milo. We didn't have to bring it up. There's not a motherfucker who hasn't fucked her. Her name's Millennia, right? Melena? She said her name, honestly. I don't remember.
Of a wife who demeans and besmirches her honor, who speaks about a woman who should be treated with the reverence and respect and love that we treat our own mothers with, like she was something you could buy, like she's something that just to get off with.
What it cut away from Destiny, but I bet you he was smiling or laughing, because like I would be, if I heard this at a fucking debate, I'd be laughing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're here to talk about Christian nationalism, and you want to talk about my wife. Okay, are we talking about your gay lover?
Passed around to other men while you watch. Flicking yourself
Now he's
off.
a cuck. Which he is.
So forgive me if I decline to take any lectures
There
from
was
you.
like one laughter. There was like one person laughing right there. Who was that? Who was that guy? You hear that?
Passed around to other men while you watch. Flicking yourself off.
Is that one person laughing? Yeah. I do remember one fanboy. Oh my god. Hey, we know whose cock is gonna get sucked after the debate, okay? It may have an end.
So forgive me if I decline to take any lectures from you on women's bloody rights.
Women's bloody rights, okay.
As for gay rights, no thanks.
He says that while looking as gay as possible. Okay. I mean, Milo, how far do you want to go with gay rights? I mean, do you want to go, like, I guess it wants to go, like, old school Christian? Oh, man, I don't know if you'd be allowed in public with... I was about to say Destiny. But Milo, I think old school Catholics would have a problem with the fuck you're wearing. You got pearl whatever on your freaking glasses. And you're wearing this jacket that looks like my grandma's wallpaper, man. Look at that. Look at that shit. You got some flowers on denim. What is this? It's like a bed sheet. It's the gayest fucking bed sheet. It'd be used... Dude, it would legit be a bed sheet used by a woman in her fucking 60s or 70s who tapped out from the... and she's single, by the way. Is not a widow. Single. Different. She was never even married because she had bad taste from the start. This sort of shit. Okay? That's what she is. That's what this is. This is gay. This is so gay. I look up Pornhub hardcore gay sex. This is gonna come up. This shit's gonna come up right here. All right? But damn.
I didn't want them when I was having sex with men, and I don't want them now.
Was having? Are you still married? Wasn't he married to that guy?
Catholicism and Islam are growing, in case you aren't familiar with the world outside these borders. And the reason for that is that everybody sees what a bloody mess we're all in, thanks to globalization, thanks to the information economy, thanks to the kinds of changes that he says are inexorable, because, like a lot of undereducated people, he doesn't have much of a grasp of the world before he was born. I think if you were to glance a little further back, whether it were to ancient Greece, or Rome, or the Holy Roman Empire. You would see plenty of examples in history, or even, dare I say it, the Weimar Republic. A little bit closer to our own era, in which an era of rampant sexual degeneracy was indeed replaced by some quite stern social rules, to put it mildly.
The descent into the Dark Ages is what he's talking about. The descent into the Dark Ages. Is that what's going to happen here? You know what? Milo's talking crazy, but he's not 100% wrong. I mean, there is like a 2%. I mean, it's not 100% wrong. I do agree that we are in like chaotic times. That as they escalate and continue to get worse, it could, as you know, bring about a situation that could lead to like some really, you could call it dark ages, a time of where technology gets lost and we get. It'd be weird. It'd be like this. Yeah, that's in the future. We don't really know how it's going to pan out, but I could see that we'll be blown back into the dark ages by some sort of warfare. Okay, I could see that. I could see that. What do you think about this? Does Destiny, and not Destiny, does Milo actually make sense right here? What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
History is replete with examples of what happens when the public gets sick of people like you fucking everything up, breaking everything apart, and destroying all the things that make society precious, that make relationships work.
Did he write? He's reading this, but it almost seems like he's trying to remember what to say. This pause, is he remembering? Is he reading? What's he doing?
In fact, if you are to look back in history as far as Greece and Rome, you might say that history is really the story of how people like you, given undue influence and larger platforms than they deserve, continually express views that are so far outside of the mainstream and so out of step with what ordinary people think that you have to be regularly slaughtered and new governments have to be installed.
Whoa. Back up there, Milo. Back up. Milo, if I did it, if I misheard you, I think you advocated for some sort of violence. Wait, hold on. You said people like Destiny need to be slaughtered? Whoa, man. Hold on. Destiny might have a cringe stick every once in a while, but he doesn't need to be slaughtered, man. Shit, dude. Destiny is far a lot better than someone like Vosh. I mean, maybe he could participate in the Squid Games, okay? All right? Maybe he could do that. We'll leave the little manlet alone, dude. So what if he's short and gets more puss than you? I mean, you don't even like it. You're a gay man. Talk about being a Christian and shit, which is weird because, I mean, the Bible has some things to say about you, man. But whatever.
Coups have to be engaged in just to keep people like you in line, because otherwise we'd all be dead. So I'm sorry, but I'm certainly not going to take.
Keep in mind, this debate is supposed to be about Christian nationalism. I'm not learning anything from this. It's like personal jabs and stupid shit. And when you saw the beginning of this debate, you probably thought it was about gun control because he starts off shaming Destiny for even having this debate after the shooting in Tennessee. It's like, you agreed to do the debate too, Milo? Are you a fucking idiot? Oh, wait, you are. You are an idiot. Like, who wrote this? He's reading off of a pad. He wrote this shit down. He thought this was good. He could have changed some of it and give us some structure there. You could load this shit into Chat GPT. It'll come out with something better than what it has.
any kind of moral lectures from you on anything. But I've given you a few examples of why everything you just said is complete and absolute nonsense. But let me tell you, if your memory stretches back, and as you're at university, you're an educated person, it should be further than 1980. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, one second. I have some beers I need to grab. 1 second. Sorry about that. My new Vietnamese maid gave me some beers here, so I had to go grab them.
And put it back in the box. And we must, and we should, because otherwise America is done.
All right, Destiny, you have 5 minutes for your rebuttal.
I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to respond to. I think it's a little funny that apparently I'm so far outside of what people regularly think, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure I'm giving you a bigger audience than you've had in the past several years post your cancellation.
That's a huge burn right there. Destiny's going to take that win.
But I see that this is what the dying throes, I guess, of an internet provocateur, as he self-described himself back when you were writing on the alt-right, then when you were writing on Trump. Now I guess you're not writing on guys anymore because apparently you prayed away the gay. So whatever you're doing now. But I won't get into.
Dude, Destiny's just getting low. He's getting low back. I mean, I don't agree with him 100% here. Okay, I'm not a Destiny cheerleader, but he's doing pretty good. Okay. Milo's weak. He gave him these cheap shots. Okay.
Against all that, I'll take the high road, despite the fact that you're one of the most obsessed with my wife's vagina gay guys I've ever seen in my entire life, which is very fucking weird, but very strange. I'll kind of reiterate what I said before, I guess. I don't know how long we're going to do this, but I think that Christian nationalism is largely a joke.
So fast. Let's back that up.
You're one of the most. Against all that, I'll take the high road, despite the fact that you're one of the most obsessed with my wife's vagina gay guys I've ever seen in my entire
Obsessed with my wife's vagina gay guy. Obsessed with my wife's vagina. He likes that pink meat. Remember, he prayed the gay away, so he's straight now. He likes the tacos, okay? He loves it. He loves it. He goes down south to like Brazil, and he's looking for like the special ones, the ones that look like they give you the taco, but really they're selling sausages. Really, they're selling hot dogs. Okay. Yeah.
Entire life, which is very fucking weird, but very strange. I'll kind of reiterate what I said before, I guess. I don't know how long we're going to do this, but I think that Christian nationalism is largely a joke. I guess you can kind of see that the figures that are proponents of Christian nationalism, like Christian nationalism, are largely jokes. They don't really have any serious positions. They just sit up here trying to provoke. They really have nothing to offer the public, nothing to offer the public discourse, nothing to offer the people that are, I guess, trying to join and leave these movements, because obviously, as we
well, Destiny doesn't address any of the arguments. Well, Milo also attacked Destiny's character quite a bit, so he's just doing that in turn. So, I mean, it's fair. That's fair to do. If Milo made this all about the theories and stuff, that'd be one thing. But no, he didn't do that. He went for personal jabs, and he opened the door for personal jabs and attacking the character and all that. So that's all you really have to do at this point, and it's easy to do. Anyone could do this. You could do it. I could do it. Someone who's like completely drunk, stoned out of their goddamn mind, doesn't even know where they are. You just tell them, you're debating Milo. Milo who? Milo Yiannopoulos. That fag, that guy? You're debating him. What am I doing? He wants to tell you how you should be a better Christian. What? But doesn't he suck dick? Yeah. But he wants to tell you that the government, that the USA should be Christian, and the government should be Christian, and everything would be better. It's like, oh man, that's so weird, man. Don't make any sense. Be bad. Be real bad.
See, online, they are ever fracturing and ever infighting more and more every single day. Yeah.
All right. We'll move on to the questions right now. The person who I will direct the question towards has 5 minutes to respond, and then the opponent has 3 minutes to respond.
Okay, these back and forth are going to be a joke.
To that. Then
Where is ZXV? I released everybody from the jail cell, so where is ZXV? I haven't seen her. I will do a stream on this channel eventually addressing ZXV specifically. I have a voodoo stream I want to do for her. Okay. She deserved it. She stopped answering my phone calls. Can you believe that? She ghosted me. We've been pretty close after the last rendezvous at the Hotel 6. She has stopped returning my phone calls. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that she had to leave wearing a diaper because her ass was bleeding so much, but that's what happened. So you just take that for what it is. Anyway, with that said, let's go and continue this, guys.
And the first question is for Milo. As we know, Christianity has a lot of denominations, and even amongst your faith, Catholicism, there are lots of conflicting interpretations of the Bible and other differing opinions. How would you, in your Christian national society, coexist with non-Catholics?
You don't have to. I mean,
what example could you point to, Milo? Because any example, given the right history, could show a pretty bloody conflict. Okay? Protestants and Catholics didn't like each other. You could tell me that the separation of the church was easy peasy and everything was good. There was never any fighting.
My patron saint, Louis IX, the only canonized king of France, says that he knows what's coming already. There must be Elijah. I've been warned about you. Said that it wasn't really proper to debate these kinds of things. And
is that true, chat? Here, I'm addressing the chat real fast. They say if I say ZXV 3 times, she will appear. She's like a succubus. ZXV. Actually, I have it, guys, where I don't actually have to speak in the microphone anymore. I can actually use a deep fake voice to do my voice now on stream. I do have that. We'll play with it later on a future stream. Yeah. I mean, could I do it right now? Let's see if I can do it right now. Once. Oh shit, hold on. I might have exceeded my use of this app here. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me show you something real fast. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. We're going to use this voice right here. We're going to crank up the volume real fast. You're going to hear it. All right, guys. What should it say? I know what it'll say. It'll say what I say a lot. All right. Hey, guys. It's Mr. Dead Man. All right. All right, here we go. Ready?
Hey, guys, it's Mr. Dead Man. All right.
Was that not me? Or is it off? Let's make it more stable.
Hey, guys, it's Mr. Dead Man. All right.
Yeah, I heard that, huh?
Hey, guys, it's Mr. Dead Man. All right.
Wow. Sounds pretty good, huh? This AI is kind of cool.
Hey, guys, it's Mr. Dead Man. All right.
That was kind of low. So, that opens a future, a possibility that is something I'm going to explore at later streams and later videos. Anyway, let's go back to this. Milo, Destiny's like winning here. There's no contest, dude.
It's better to run somebody through with a sword than to hear them besmirch the faith or whatnot. But if you think that coexistence with Christians is such an onerous and dreadful burden, perhaps you might like to tell the Jews, who seem to quite like it. In fact, Jews and Christians, it seems to me, do best in the sort of situation.
Jews and Christians seem to do best? I mean, compared to now, like, what are you talking about? Jews and Christians? You know where I'm going with this. It's the easy go-to. But, I mean, there was a thing that happened against the Jews, and it was pushed forward by, I mean, part of the justification for it, there's a religious element to it. I mean, and it's not like there's Christians that resent Jews for killing the Savior. I mean, supposedly, allegedly, in the Bible, as it's written, Jews sort them out. That's what happened. Jesus says, turn the other cheek on that shit, I guess. But, we say, Jesus, no, bro, we can't do that, man. We can't do that. So Christians and Jews get along very well? I mean, the Jews don't get along with anybody. The Jews don't get along with Muslims. Christians don't get along with Muslims. Shit, you know what? Maybe all these religious groups don't get along with each other. How about that? It's not like the Crusades never happened. Shit.
Situation that you have in the West with a Christian governing majority and a Jewish minority, so that we don't all get too super serious and up ourselves. And we have some good new interpretations of Mendelssohn now and again.
Wait, you said everyone in the sector is simping for who? Let me know who they're simping for, and maybe I can convert. You got to show me some pics, and if they have a nice ass, I will convert to that. I will support it as a religious thing. The church of ass worship. But you would have to send me that, and I have to verify. Okay? I don't simp, but when I do, I simp with religious devotion.
There aren't any conflicting interpretations of the Bible in Catholicism. There is only church teaching, and church teaching is eternal, unless some pope comes along and decides that, even Francis hasn't done that he's going to rip it all up. Coexisting with Christians is the easiest thing to do in the world. I can't
Oh, really? It's so easy that, I mean, it's not like Ireland didn't have a problem, doesn't have a problem, right?
You gave this example, but if you heard footsteps, this is not my analogy, but if you heard footsteps coming up behind you in a dark alley at night, would you feel safer if you knew that it was Dylan Mulvaney or any church-going Christian?
Wait, what's that mic drop? So, you hear footsteps coming up behind you. It's behind you, so you don't know who it is. Would you feel comfortable once you find out that it's someone? But see, you don't know who it is. First off, in that moment, if I hear footsteps come behind me in the dark alley at night, I'm swinging to attack. I'm swinging to grab their arm or grab whatever they're swinging at me as fast as I can, hopefully, accurately. Twist their arm, get them in a hole, hopefully. Pin them down, shove them down, and then stomp on their fucking head until they're caved in, and then not ask questions, and probably gone. Okay? Actually, for that whole ordeal, I might check their wallet and see if they have anything. Because I gotta say, I mean, I'll claim self-defense, but at the same time, I mean, like, I played a lot of role-playing games. Once I slay a foe, I gotta take the money. I gotta take the money. So I slay an attacker, I'm taking their money. So yeah, what he's saying doesn't make any sense, guys. This is stupid. I thought Milo was smarter than this. Milo was always dumb, but he rolled the red wave. He was smart when he was bashing feminists. He was better when he was bashing cunty, fat, dopey whores. Okay? See, you guys are so kind. Like some more of this? I'm going to put another shot in this glass.
All right.
All right. If you want me to, otherwise I'll be drinking this beer. All right.
I'm sorry. Can you read the prompt again?
Yeah, sure. As we know, Christianity has a lot of denominations. Even amongst your faith, Catholicism, Milo's faith, there are lots of conflicting interpretations of the Bible. How would your Christian national society coexist with non-Catholics?
Well, I mean, the society that I advocate for is the one that exists today, where people are allowed to worship whatever religion they want. I think that right now, America is superior to a Christian nationalist version of it, because if two different people decide they want to worship two different versions of Christianity, they have the right to do that. Obviously, in Milo's world, I guess the non-Catholics...
Some of you guys may disagree, but what Destiny said, yeah, we do live in a society, we do live in a country, at least in America, where like you are going to have different religious groups, and people are not even religious at all. So you have great things like Chick-fil-A being enjoyed by people who hate God, who are not just agnostic, but actually hate Catholics. They go through the Chick-fil-A line knowing that they're getting the best service they're ever going to get at a fast food restaurant, getting the really good fried chicken. Let's say, I mean, they have the best chicken. I mean, Popeye's chicken is a meme at this point. Honestly, you want a good chicken sandwich, has some good customer service, and no one does it better than Chick-fil-A. Popeye's customer service sucks. They don't even want you there. It's horrible. It's horrible. I'm just saying, would you get in a society that allows multiple ideologies and beliefs and stuff? You get a society like America where you have some Chick-fil-A that's enjoyed by someone who's like Destiny or someone who's like Vosh. Okay, all right. They like Chick-fil-A sandwiches. They like those waffle fries. They like them. It's good. And they enjoy the service. They wouldn't want Chick-fil-A to change. They would virtual signal on Twitter, but secretly be like, I hope they don't change a fucking thing. They got it. We don't want those lazy fucking people to be working. And that blank is not filled. If you think that blank is filled with the word you think it is, you're the racist. Okay? What do you think the word was? Okay, that even someone like Vosh would say, Chick-fil-A's on point. We don't really want those fucking blank to be working there. They're going to just slack it all up. Okay? Let me know in the chat what you think it is. The correct response gets a prize. I know you're going to go for the wrong response. But as you make this stream not ad friendly, could you be so kind for like, I don't know, $5 or something? Anyway, I am begging. I'm begging at this point. Okay.
Even I think would get killed. I don't know how
I
many
need my
where
liquor,
the
damn it.
killing starts and stops for his version of Christian nationalism, or ethnically. I don't know where that starts or stops. I heard the run through the sword thing. Maybe you forgot what you said. I'm not sure what you were doing in the bathroom while we were waiting for you for 20 minutes here, but maybe it's affecting your memory a little bit. But yeah, I think in the United States, I think one of the reasons why the United States works as well as it does is because we've allowed so many different people to come here, worship in the way that we want, or worship in the way that they want, and we should continue to allow them to do so.
40 minutes is a terribly long time to do a line of coke.
You know, I gotta respect that position. Destiny just wants everybody to be able to do what they want, worship whoever they want, whatever. He wants a kumbaya society. I respect that. I want that too. I want a society where we're left the fuck alone. But at the same time, though, you see where that gets us. Any libertarian on the argument about the trans kids be like, well, really, the schools could do whatever they want. Well, actually, that's the government. Oh, yeah, that's right. They can't. That's right. Yeah, I'm not cool with the government allowing that. That's right. That's right. That's right. 100%. So that whole, like, we could do whatever. There are some checks that we need to reinforce. Government and government institutions shouldn't get involved in weird shit. Well, they have been. What do you call education? What do you call that? Educating. Yeah, sure, you learn how to do math and read and stuff, but then history, teaching things. And it's paid for by the government. And the material screened by the government. Huh. What's going on there? Oh, I wonder. Sorry, I went on a tangent there.
I was late because I was late for the ordinary reasons that people are late. I was at the hairdresser.
Hairdresser? He don't have any hair.
All right, Destiny.
I have the personality I have. Sort of stuck with it now.
I mean, Destiny looks like he has like role-playing game hair. He has like blue hair that's all like disheveled and shit. In fact, it's like it blends in with the background.
Now your question, Destiny. You have 5 minutes to respond to this, and then I'll have 3 minutes to respond to that. Some would argue that a society without religion at its core would devolve into a nihilistic society, deprived of any meaning or purpose. How would you prevent, in your society, non-Christian nationalist governing society, from devolving into a nihilistic, meaningless society?
I think that you have to have something greater than yourself to live for, and I think religion is like a really easy package to give somebody that kind of solves for a lot of those problems. It gives you a nice guide for how to view the world, it gives you a nice guide for how to view your family, it gives you a nice guide for how to live an ethical life, and through that package, people feel like they have something greater than themselves to live for. I don't think it's...
So he recognizes the value of religion. I recognize that too. I recognize that. And I do want to believe.
Possible to have that thing without religion, but I think right now we're very politically fractured as a country, and it makes it really difficult for us to have those things. So for instance, there are certain topics that are hotly contested that I don't think should be. So for instance, all of us should be able to say we're proud to be Americans. That
I agree with that. You should all be able to say that. It's hard to say that though, especially when you know your government lies to you probably more often than you know, more often than you think. When was your time? When was your time that your government lying to you cherry was popped? When was the time you realized, wait a second, they sold us these lies. How many other lies have they sold us? They want us to think certain things. They want us to believe certain things. They don't actually have to do what they say. They can make it look like they do what they say. And it's okay. Because we won't know any better. It's not like there's never been any false flag attacks on the U.S. It's not like there's ever been any times where you said that we were attacked by an enemy force, but really, it was us. Getting us a reason to get into a conflict. That's not like that's never happened. So yeah, I don't trust the government. That's what I'm saying.
It includes progressives, that includes BLM people, that includes people on the left, it includes anybody.
I was saying that on top of that, I was saying in response to what it's like to say that you're proud to be American, and that's kind of one of my areas. It's like, what does it mean to be American anymore? And it's like, well, you are free to say what you want for the most part. And that's the problem. It's like for the most part. It should be you can say whatever you want. No matter what. But companies can do what they want, man. That's what they say, right? I mean, shit. My idea of American, you could say whatever fucking word you want, and that's it. Hey, if you want to be able to say nigger as many times as you want, no matter where you want to be able to that, you vote for me. You want to say faggot, no matter where you are, you vote for me. I don't believe in that shit, but I will be like, hey, he's free to say it. He's free to say it. You can engage in that, not engage, you do what you would do.
That might, however far left you go, you should be able to say that. That shouldn't be ground that we cede to people on the right. I think it's kind of a shame that if you see an American flag on somebody's car today, you basically know that they're a conservative because nobody on the left would put that on their car. I think that's an insane proposition. So I think that when we've gotten to this point to where we're so politically divided that people can't even feel proud of their country anymore, if you also take away religion from those people too, then they're kind of aimlessly, I guess, wandering from Twitter to Facebook to YouTube to whatever, just endlessly shitting on each other with no common united purpose. So I think that one of the things we need to work on more than anything else is kind of healing some of the political fracture that exists in this country. I think it's good that we...
I do agree with that. We need to heal the political fracture. How do we do that? At least Destiny's willing to talk to conservatives. I know he still has a very narrow-minded stance at times. It depends on how hard he wants to go. But I mean, he is willing to share space and even invite someone like Nick Fuentes to his place to have a conversation. That's a lot more than a lot of these other motherfuckers do. Okay? Yeah, they'll shame him for it too. They'll attack him for it. Be like, how dare you give him a platform? It's like, no, man, we need to talk about these things. We need to stop just staying in our bubbles because our bubbles are getting very militant. They want to go to war. Maybe we should start talking and lower down our weapons and enjoy some kumbaya moments. Okay? Maybe that's what we can do. Learn to take a joke. Learn to laugh. Learn that it's okay to call someone a retard and be called a retard back. Learn those things.
We argue with each other, but it's not good that we are relentlessly banning people from every platform so that we're all kind of gathering in different areas and we're not even able to have conversations with each other in the same reality anymore.
Just look at the societies that Christians build.
This is a Destiny edit. I'm not sure what was edited out of there.
Earlier he says, oh, you get rid of the First Amendment, and there goes satire. Again, apparently a memory that doesn't stretch back before 1980. Because I think most of the best satirists were Christian Europeans, weren't they? And before that, they were pagans. And, we live in a very Hellenistic kind of inheritance, and it was just complete and total bollocks. And you've been doing a lot of complete and total bollocks, assigning positions to me that I don't hold, and saying, oh, he wants to murder everyone, he wants to kill all the blacks.
Well, then say something, dude.
No. Look at the societies that Christians build. Look at the things they build. In Catholic theology, there's a thing called the transcendentals, and it's supposedly the things that all souls have in common, that all people yearn for, and which brings us closer to an understanding of God. Now, opinions differ on how many of these things there are, but the core three that everyone agrees on is beauty, truth, and goodness. And it seems to me that if you look at the frescoes in Italy, or you listen to German composers,
frescoes on
or
Italy,
look at Dutch painting, that we in Western Christian Europe have done a pretty good job of embracing beauty, truth, and goodness, and also self-sacrifice and sacrifice for love, which is the central image of Christianity. Feuerbach, the philosopher who was not a Christian, did not like Christians at all, said that you can sort of tell what a culture's all about from its religions.
It's hard to rebut anything he's saying specifically because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's talking about frescoes, paintings, illustrations, really showing a particular characteristics of Christianity. It's like, I'm not concerned about paintings and illustrations and shit like that. Yeah, that was influenced by religion. Yeah, you see all that shit all the fucking time. You're trying to say that it creates a better society and that everyone would be peace, love, and kumbaya, and it'd be a lot better than what it is now. I mean, it probably would be better than what it is now. Right now, things suck. Anything would be better now. Honestly, San Francisco and other cities could probably just use someone who's like a dad figure that fucking whip the fucking unhinged, entitled criminal thugs. That's what's going on. And you got these criminal, low-life maggot thugs that think they can just do whatever because they're not going to be prosecuted. You know, crime is just crazy, man. There's no respect. The criminal element is bleeding this mindset that's going to the youth where they have no respect to other authorities, weak, soft authorities like teachers. They're flat out fucking disrespect. Put some fucking authority in there. Lay down the law. The law has been written. Put some dad figures, Judge Dredd figures in that shit. And society would be getting back in shape. You don't necessarily need God, but some people may need the fear of God to really comply. That's how I see it. Am I wrong? I mean, let me know, man.
It's kind of central symbol. Ours is Christ on the cross, dying for someone you love. It's Tristan and Isolde. It's all the things that we think are most noble. It's sending people to war to die for their country.
He's so full of shit. His eyes are closed when he's talking. He's high. He's high off his goddamn fucking mind right now. He was in the bathroom. Maybe he ate an edible because he doesn't seem like he's high on cocaine. Okay? He's like vibing right now. He might be on shrooms. He actually might be on fucking shrooms right now. Okay? It's a weird experience.
All of those values, all those things we love, rest on the image of Christ on the cross. We are good only because we have learned goodness from Christianity. And we can insist in a prideful way that, oh, no, I'm good because I made myself good, because I got there through reason. All right, mate. Just look at the societies that Christians build, and you tell me where you want to live. Is it Abu Dhabi? Is it the Congo? Is it Sparta? Or is it Western Europe, maybe 50 years ago?
He said Sparta. Well, I mean, what the Sparta? That was like in the Greek days. That's like, that's before Christianity, right? What was? I'm not a history guru, guys. Wait a second. But I'm thinking Sparta was before that. Sparta was before Jesus. So why that reference? That's weird. You want to live in Sparta? We would believe in like Greek mythology, dude. We'd believe in like Zeus and shit. So, I mean, okay. What? Those gods were dethroned by the Roman gods, which were then dethroned by the God. Well, God. They simplify it. Just make it easier. You know, all these other fucking gods. God of the ocean, God of the sky, God of the thunder, whatever. God of volcanoes, God of air. It don't matter, man. There's so many gods. We gotta just make it simple. This God. All right, just call it God. In fact, we'll call it Yahweh. The sound you make when you breathe. We just call it that. It's the God of breath, God of air. You really think the Christian God is really the God of air? That's what it is. Yahweh. Anyway, let's play more.
I know where I'd rather be.
All right, last question for Milo, and you'll have 5 minutes to respond to this, and Destiny will have 3 minutes to respond to that. Some would argue that societies governed under one faith can devolve into tyranny. How would you prevent a Second Inquisition or a Soviet-style dictatorship with them forcing people to proclaim their allegiance to the state and faith?
Well, the Soviets are crap because they failed. I mean, they failed to do what America has accomplished, which is have people thank you for their enslavement and ask for more chains. The Soviet Union never really achieved that, but America has, with prescription drugs and all the other things that people are addicted to. I mean, everybody in this room is dependent on...
So America's succeeding there. Yay!
A cocktail, a little package, a little consumer package of things that get them through, whether it's their credit cards.
Guys, I'm gonna take a piss. I could pull Hassan. Dude, I need to up my streaming game. I'm actually gonna let this play and just walk away and pull a Hassan Parker. That's kind of like what happens, right? The chair will talk.
Or gaming or whatever, passing your wife around. These are the things that sort of get you through life. I'm not terribly concerned about preventing another Inquisition. I think that'd be quite a good idea. Got a pretty bad rap, just like the Crusades does. I mean, you won't hear this from dishonest people who throw accusations at, without really listening to the arguments of their opponents and who aren't educated prior to 1980. But the Crusades were a defensive war. The Inquisition wasn't all that it's been said to be. I don't have an enormous problem with us wandering around and making sure people aren't murdering each other in the womb and making, sitting back and making money off the poor, landlords in Brooklyn. I don't have a terrible problem with that. I don't think that protecting against tyranny is the thing that America should be most concerned with at the moment. I think an urgent, strict, and perhaps stern realignment to a much more conventional morality would make everybody happier. And I don't think that anyone in this room can honestly say that America is better now than it was when most people were going to church or at least God-fearing. It isn't better. And you don't have to be a Christian to participate in a Christian society. Christians are the best of all at letting people in, sometimes too much. Sometimes the people that come in end up messing everything up. You don't have to be a Christian to benefit from a Christian society, and lots of people in this room have done exactly that. But when you take God out and things start to fall apart, you end up in a world nobody wants to live in. And we are in. Sorry?
Holy hell, is he still talking? Is he still talking right now? Let's back that a bit.
Christians are the best of all at letting people in, sometimes too much. Sometimes the people that come in end up messing everything up. You don't have to be a Christian to benefit from a Christian society.
Right
lots
now,
of people
man.
in this room have done
He
exactly
is on
that.
drugs, 100%. So he shows up to debate Destiny, and he's on peyote, dude. He dropped acid. He's closing his eyes because his world is spinning around him. He's like, embrace it. He's like, holding on. He's like, don't stop spinning. Stop spinning. Stop spinning. Why is there a blue-haired troll next to me? He's not having a good time.
But when you take God out and things start to fall apart, you end up in a world nobody wants to live in. And we are in. Sorry?
By the way, guys, once again, reminder, if you like this sort of thing, make sure you like the stream, share it, let people know I'm live, let people know in Discord I'm live. We're talking about this Milo versus Destiny thing. Kind of towards the end of it, but we have some more things to talk about for sure. And last thing, obviously, as other e-beggars on the internet, I got a glass here. You can fill it up with your money, and I'll drink it for your pleasure, for your entertainment. The more drunk I am, the greater the chance I'm going to say something very fucking retarded. That's for sure. Victorian Greyjoy is completely wrong in the chat. 10th whiskey, God bless. Only if. It was like 2, maybe 3. How many of these Lone Stars, though? Because I don't drink that queer beer.
What do you mean? Like you're referring to a traditional Christianity. Oh, well, I mean, if I had my way, I'd go back to about 1200.
1200?
I mean, lots of propagandists in university departments call it the Dark Ages. You know, well, this is a conversation.
The days of like King Arthur and shit. You want to go back to the Dark Ages, dude? I don't even know. I know how to ride a horse. I don't know how to milk a cow. I've never slaughtered a chicken before. I'm going to have to learn these things that my dad tried to teach me, that my grandfather tried to teach me, because they're real men that know how to work a goddamn farm. I need to learn these things. Milo wants to go back to the Dark Ages. Are we going to have McDonald's and Jack in the Box? Am I going to have a Mexican restaurant? If I could have a Mexican restaurant there, I could have fajitas and margaritas ready to go. With like, you know, maybe the beer dressed. That'd be nice. I like that.
The day really, but that seems to me it was quite a nice time to live, and I think that you would find, if you care about this kind of thing, if you do care about things above and beyond yourself, if you care about where we go afterwards, if you care about leaving a good legacy, if you care about being good to the people around you, I think a lot more people in 1400 got into heaven each year than do now.
How would you prove that? More people got into heaven in what? In what? Did God give you the facts on that?
Above and beyond yourself. If you care about where we go afterwards, if you care about leaving...
If you care where we go afterwards, this is retarded. If you care where we go afterwards,
a good legacy, if you care about being good to the people around you, I think a lot more people in 1400 got into heaven each year than do now. And I don't think you have to be a Christian to accept that that's because we're not nice.
Based on what? And I believe in God. I want to believe that there's a heaven. I don't want to just rot in the ground or burn in hell. I don't know what they do in heaven. I'm sure it's better than just walking around just drinking wine all day, but I'm sure it's a good time. I want to go there. Shit. But how do you know? Based on what? God give you like the facts on that? Does he give you the head count? Milo, I know you are a raging homosexual and you love sucking that black dude's dick. But after you swallow that cum, I want to gladly tell you, and I am God, I'm telling you, this is the voice of God, I'm telling you the numbers that are in heaven. I chose you. I'm telling you specifically. You're my guy, Milo. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Dude, he's off his fucking mind. He's high as a kite. That's what's going on here. His eyes aren't even open. They're closed. He's high. Destiny showed up for a debate, and he's like, what the fuck is this? He is like showing up to the drunken peasants. It's worse than that. Milo, you've gotten worse. You have not gotten better. You gotten lazy. You gotten fat.
Anymore. And we're not good to each other. And the reason for that is the failing moral architecture and underpinning of society, which was required by the founders, or this stuff doesn't function. And it's not.
All right, Destiny, you have 3 minutes to respond.
Can you hit me up with that prompt again?
Be like, before I respond, can I look at YouTube 2016 to refresh myself on these arguments and these stupid shit that's happening? All right, because that takes me back. This stuff takes me back. It's like, did I just teleport to another time? Am I watching the drunken peasants? Am I about to hear the Brett Keen's voice? My wife makes a good mac and cheese. God TV radio.
Some would argue that societies governed under one faith can devolve into tyranny. How would you prevent a second Inquisition or a Soviet-style dictatorship where people have to proclaim their allegiance to the state and faith?
I mean, it's kind of a hard question for me to answer because I'm not advocating.
By the way, man, if you're watching right now, say something in the chat. Put some activity there. I'll gladly appreciate it. And hey, press the like button, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Hey, we'll lower the shots. Let's do $1. For every $1, I'll add more to this cup. Okay? All right? This could be a full-on cup. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I could drink all this. I'll do it. Make it a game. Make it a game, dude.
For Christian nationalism, but I would say obviously we should be allowed to carry on as we are now, where everybody's allowed to choose what God they want to worship, choose the lifestyle they want to live, as long as they're not encroaching on the freedoms of other people. I think you should continue to have the right to do that. So it's my argument in the negative. Also, I do think it's kind of funny that Milo pointed out that everybody in here is addicted to consumerist packaging, but I'm pretty sure that bag is worth like 10 times more than my entire outfit.
Oh, owned Milo. Fashion queen.
It is. It is.
All right, now we will do the last question for you, Destiny, and then we'll go to the Q&A/Crossfire. Some would argue that most people are naturally drawn to some sort of faith or belief in a higher power. How would you prevent your society from inevitably becoming a religious society and thus being run by the exact same organizing faith or ideas that you want to stop?
I mean, I think the important thing is for people to have something bigger than themselves to live for. I don't think it has to be religion, but if it was religion,
yeah, something bigger than themselves to live for. Yeah, I agree with that, 100%. Shit, where am I? Damn, things are getting fucking dizzy. Whatever you don't fucking donate, dude, I'm gonna fucking puke. Shit. I'm holding on.
And I don't necessarily think that's the worst thing in the world. I think that the defining aspect of the United States is that a lot of people with contradictory ideas can exist within these same geographic borders, governed by the same legal system, voting on the same politicians, and somehow finding a way to make all of that.
Anonymous, you shut the goddamn whore mouth up. Thank you. But thank you. Now I gotta fill this up. But I do so. Got some TNA to show on the screen. Oh, we need to play this. Fucking TNA. We'll play this on the screen as I fill my cup as we do this segment. We'll finish the Destiny shit. We gotta finish this though. Okay? Come on. This is great. Skip that part. No one cares about that part. Here we go. Woo! Oh, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. There you go. Shelby Chestnut, by the way, not Asian, man. Some of you guys be like, hey, go white. There we go. You like this? You like this girl? Are there some other facts about this particular person? Let's find out. I think she's done porn. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Oh, yeah, she's done porn, dude. 100%. First thing that popped up, 5'3", Burnett knockout Shelby. Let's see what Pornhub says about her. Pornhub. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Pornhub. That was Internet Movie Database. Internet Movie Database, but she's done porn. She's done porn. I actually already did a thing on her on my other channel. Done another thing about her. That's for sure. It's for real. For real. Let's see. Where's the porn at? Oh yeah, she's done porn. Look at her right now. Wait, is that her? I don't think that's her. That's a Shelby Paris. Different Shelby. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't look like any porn, guys. It doesn't look like any porn. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's play that again as I finish this class. Sorry, I was a little distracted. I was giving you facts as I played that. Sorry. My goal is to one day be a proper DJ and just give facts, spit off facts of a stripper that's like on a stage. That's my goal, dude. So I went to a strip club one time. I was like, man, that DJ, he has the life. I paid next to nothing. Wasted money on drugs and alcohol. Goes in there, plays some fucking songs, says something about the titties. Ooh. Man. I'm telling you. This Gentleman Jack, it started smooth, but now it's coming in a little aggressive. You know, it's like, move out of the way, Lone Star. Move out of the way. Okay? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Which is code for, guys, I don't like that. But that's Shelby Chestnuts. She's great. Great cans. Go finish this ring. End the stream. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't going to make it worse for me. I'm 100% sure on that. You guys are broke. I get it. Times are tough. Tough times. And I get it. I'm Mr. Deadman. You donate to me. It's like you donated to Mr. Deadman? Oh, God. Actually, I think it's better to donate to me than donate to Kino Casino. At least if I get the money, I'm not going to spend it on booze. Well, I am going to spend on booze. I'm not going to spend it on blow. I don't do cocaine. I'm a family man. Okay? Cocaine kills families. I mean, anyone who's a cokehead, I bet you they have family issues. Meet someone who does coke on the regular. I guarantee you they've had a divorce in their life. Cocaine ruins families. All right, let's play the rest of this. Oh, I was going to say, I would spend your money on alcohol for sure. For sure. There is that. Or gamble with it. Something like that.
That work. I think we've done it for hundreds of years. I think we do it better than any other country on the planet right now, today, not before 1980, not in the 1200s, but today in 2023. I think we have an incredibly diverse country of people, all sorts of creeds, all sorts of ethnicities, all sorts of different types of people that seem to be living together and making it work. I think we have problems right.
Whoa. Whoa. That didn't go down right. Hold on.
right now, like I mentioned earlier, with the political division. And I think that that's a real problem that we need to combat, but I think we need to do it by having honest war. I don't think it has to be religion, but if it was religion, I don't necessarily think that's the worst thing in the world. I think that the defining aspect of the United States is that a lot of people with contradictory ideas can exist within these same geographic borders, governed by the same legal system, voting on the same politicians, and somehow finding a way to make all of that work. I think we've done it for hundreds of years. I think we do it better than any other country on the planet right now, today, not before 1980, not in the 1200s, but today in 2023, I think we have an incredibly diverse country of people, all sorts of creeds, all sorts of ethnicities, all sorts of different types of people that seem to be living together and making it work. I think we have problems right now, like I mentioned earlier, with the political division. And I think that that's a real problem that we need to combat, but I think we need to do it by having honest conversations about what we can do to move forward, not by talking to people that want to look back hundreds or thousands of years to what society used to look like before there was Gucci and hairdressers.
I could live without both if it meant that you would be left on a mountainside somewhere, your parents wondering which god they'd pissed off, which is exactly what would have happened in a pre-Christian civilization to something like you.
Probably would have left the gays there before people like me.
Well, I don't think you can tell when it pops out whether it's going to like or not. Maybe if it's your kid, but I'm sure you'll ensure that's the case.
I mean, you know all about kids liking, huh? Isn't that?
Would I? Would I?
Oh, that's a sick burn.
Would I? Tell
that's
us more about that.
Burn. Let's back up. Whoa. Guys. Wow. Woo. How am I doing, guys? Not so good, am I? No. I didn't puke yet. I'll be honest. I wore my heart on my sleeve. You know I'm honest. But I have a beard. And if it came back that quick, I'd have it in the chunks of my beard. But it was close. I had to get some water. It went down the right tube, but like I burped and then like I guess the gas or whatever from the alcohol, it went down the wrong. I don't know how to explain it, but it was not good. Guys, I normally do beer, not hard alcohol. That country song, whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Well, guess what, man? I guess I realized I'm a goddamn horse. That's what they treat me at work anyway. And I can tell you about what I do for a living anymore, but what's the story? I make coffees for rich people. I'm a workhorse there. That's why they like me. Anyway, back to this blue-haired midget and what you guys have to say in the chat. Let's listen to what he has to say and Milo's response. Get back into this. Tinderman. Where's Tinderman? I like Tinderman. Tinderman's been great. I haven't seen Tinderman forever. Honestly, guys, I think they disbanded me. I don't know why. I only got roped in with the Thorp shit. Tinderman's a good man, dude. I tell you what, man. I've been very kind. I've been very nice with like roasting Tinderman, those guys. They came in, they messed with me at first. This is true talk. This is real talk. Let me pause this ridiculous music. Clip this out and send it to Grossly or whoever matters. I like those guys, man. I like Tinderman too. I like him. There's another guy, Sip. They watched me for a long ass time. And in the beginning, yeah, they came in and bust my balls. And it was a stream that's still there. It was actually kind of good. Hindsight, I could have done more with that joke. They gave me a fucking slam dunk and I missed it. I missed what I could have done with that shit. But it was pretty good. We had a pretty good back and forth that was entertaining. I like making entertaining streams where it's like back and forth with like a chatter that's like trying to go at me, but like we're like it's not really working, or if it is working, it kind of seems like, is this a bit? Am I watching some sort of comedy? Is this like, what is this? I want that. I want it entertaining. Like, who am I as a streamer? I'm a character. I don't really care necessarily. I just play a role, okay? You know? So I mesh with that. I vibe with that. I roll with that. So I found those guys to be kind of cool, kind of interesting. And yeah, there's that. I just wanted to say that out there. The true story about that video I made about who's Grossly's puppet. At one point, I think it was DJ Axel who was Grossly's puppet, because he played into everything that was happening just right. But those were like the Game of Thrones days of streaming. Those days are over, because I snaked everybody, sold everybody out. That in that Council of Evil group, like I care about them. Shit. Anyway, let's go. You guys don't want to hear about that. Let's get back into this. Hey, we got 18 people watching. Let's get some more likes. Get more likes. We get have more fun. Shit, it's already midnight. Shit, it's midnight. I didn't realize it was midnight. Holy shit, I have work in the morning, goddammit. I do anything in the morning? I'm taking my kids to school, which is more than being fucking Thorp. I tell you what we're doing. We're playing the rest of this, and then we're wrapping up. For real.
Years to what society used to look like before there was Gucci and hairdressers.
I could live without both if it meant that you would be left on a mountainside somewhere, your parents wondering which god they'd pissed off, which is exactly what would have happened in a...
Whoa, you would throw Destiny off a cliff, bro? Bro. Milo, if this was Minecraft and I wanted to start a good society... Wait, Minecraft, you don't make societies. If this was Minecraft and you were on my team and I had Destiny on my team too, I think we would be punking you, bro. I think we would be throwing you off the cliff. I think we would let you go into any place whatsoever to test how dangerous it really is. Because we care that much about you, Milo. That's right. That's exactly right. Mm-hmm.
In a pre-Christian civilization to something like you.
Probably would have left the gays there before people like me.
Well, I don't think you can tell when it...
Milo's he went for low blows with the wife, went for low blows or death threats. Milo's just a low blow guy, which makes sense because he gets low on his knees to blow guys. He's been a low blow guy all his life. You think about it. It's a way of thinking. He's just a low blow guy. Can't shame him. It's in his DNA. He's gay in his DNA, right? He's a low blower.
Pops out, whether it's going to like or not. Maybe if it's your kid, but I'm sure you'll ensure.
Can I pick up Ben's kids and drop them off? They live all the way in Rhode Island, man. I ride in my Harley. First off, I don't know if you've seen it in the Discord, but sad state of affairs here, but the treading's revealed on my tires. It's going to pop. I'll risk it for my kids because I love them. I'll walk them to school. But I'm not going to ride my ass down to Rhode Island on a fat boy with a tire that's about to pop. That's like 24 hours away. By the time I get there, they already missed school. They're going to miss the next day because I'll be sleeping in. Shit. But I'll be a better dad anyway because I'll actually take the kids to school on the third day. So, for the first time in a long time, the kids would actually get in attendance. Teacher would be amazed, be like, man, holy shit. Blank Thorp? I didn't know you were in this class. You've been gone this long. I thought you were gone. Well, good to know that you're here. Today is actually the day of field trip. We're going on a field trip. You're prepared? No. But Uncle Deadman took me here, so he gave me a lunch kit anyway. And there you go, because I would take care of those kids better than Ben. Dude, if I did pick them up and take them to school, they would have what my kids like for like their lunch, which is I do like a peanut butter and honey sandwich. You may not like it? Okay, fine. Ham and cheese too. I give you choices, but it's not what you think. It's halved. It's halved. You got half peanut butter. Hey, I give you choices. Ours variety. My son likes variety. He likes the ham sandwich, not ham and cheese, ham and sandwich, and also peanut butter and honey, and then hot Cheetos, and then maybe a cookie. It'd be from a local store, so it's kind of like it's made in house, so it's kind of cool, kind of nice. I'll do that for the Thorp clan one time, as long as they say, "We love you, Uncle Deadman. You're better than our dad, Ben Thorp." I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm better than your daddy. I'm better than your dad, 100%." I say that, but I shouldn't get that involved. I should not get that involved. I should not pick up those kids. You know what? I'm going to go with I'm not going to pick up those kids. That's 24 hours, dude. I'm not taking that ride. Shit. This segment is way too long. I need to wrap this shit up. We're at 12:06. God damn it. I need to go to bed by 12:30. 12:30, I'm going to bed. I clock in for work at 8 o'clock. Okay? All right. Are you serious? We're doing this. Let's play the rest of this. Where are you guys at? Are you here? Or are you queer? A bunch of queers? Good, watch.
Sure, that's the case.
I mean, you'd know all about kids liking, huh? Isn't that?
Would I?
Kids like
Would
a
I?
dick. That's the drunken peasants leak right there. What Milo said about Catholic priests liking little boy dicks.
I'm sure you'll ensure that's the case.
I mean, you'd know all about kids liking, huh? Isn't that?
Would I?
You would, bro. You would.
Would I? Would I? Tell us more about that.
Milo's gonna bury you. Ekovin says he can't sing on. We got 15 people watching, but they aren't chatting. I don't understand, man. Dude, if you're new to this channel, say something. If you're a sock account of one of these guys, say something. Dude, be active, man. I got 2 active chatters, 15 people watching. Say something. Say hi. I'm not going to bite you off. That sounded wrong. I meant to say I'm not going to jack you off. I could bite you if you want me to bite you. Wait, that's wrong too. Never mind. Let's play.
Would I? Because that's a pretty big...
What I'm saying is I want to play with you. That's wrong too. Actually, I'll be advised I should probably just not talk. Coffee's in the chat. Coffee's a name that goes back. Coffee. You know, I say that, and there's some old chatters that I miss. Legitly. There's some old chatters that I miss. Man. I used to stream on this channel quite a bit. And there's some chatters I really miss a lot. And I bet you they still frequent every now and then. And I probably fucked up somewhere. And they're like, no, Deadman, that's too far. What the fuck happened? And they just jumped ship. They jumped ship. I don't know. We're here. Coffee is a bad sign. Coffee's bad? I like coffee. I like coffee in the morning with a little bit of cream. Hey, don't judge me. A little bit of cream. It's not even creamy, okay? When I drink my coffee, it's like blackish, okay? It's a shade of black that still has what's the word I'm looking for? Supremacy. It's a little bit of shade that still has such a shade enough to where it has some, benefits that come from being privilege. Privilege is what I'm saying. Privilege, not supremacy. Privilege is the word. Yeah, there we go.
Big allegation. Would I?
Would you what?
Would I know about that?
Well, seems like it. Isn't that what you got canceled for?
No, I got canceled for talking about the fact that I was a victim of clerical sexual abuse. I was...
So about, like, little boys liking, right?
Oh, I see. Okay, well...
That was a big thing that happened, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
You got there eventually. It's okay.
Okay.
I can tell you're coming down right now, but I'll walk you through the rest of my jokes if you need me to.
No, fair enough. Okay, you're bringing it. Fine. It's just a shame Father Michael's dead. He would have liked that. I think if... I don't know that it makes me an expert on kids liking dick being raped by a priest, but if you want some comedy lessons afterwards, I'm happy to give you 20 minutes. What was the question? Sorry, I was so bored.
Question is, do you approve of pedo priests sucking little kid dicks? I remember what you said on the Drunken Peasants. It wasn't a good thing, Milo.
Some would argue that most people are naturally drawn to some sort of faith or belief in a higher power. How would you, Destiny, prevent your society from inevitably becoming a religious society?
Destiny's camouflage. I'll tell you what, too. By the way, Mr. Deadman's liver is going to be shot, but not before it pukes itself out. He's halfway done with this glass. $10. Thank you very much. I'm going to get through with this glass. Let's take a sip right now.
And that's being run.
My first appointment in the morning, I make coffees for rich people. I deliver coffees for rich ass people. I'm calling them up, man. I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna deliver that coffee for you in the morning. You're not gonna be my first route. Okay, now be my first stop. Oh, what is it? 10 o'clock? Oh, okay, we'll still make 10 o'clock. We'll make that work. That's what it'll be. I drop off the kids, take a little snoozeroo, and get to work. Shake it off and get to work.
By the same organizing ideas.
I think it's a bit lazy to say, as people often...
I think it's a bit lazy to say. I think it's a bit lazy. We've got 16 watching, 15 likes. Get 16 likes. What the fuck are you doing, guy? Dude, and I guarantee 15 people just watching aren't the same 15 that like the stream. If that like button isn't already black, turn it black. Turn it from white to black or whatever it is, what color it is on your app. Okay? All right. And throw some money in this glass here, man. Shit, man.
That we now have a kind of alternate sort of progressive religion. I don't think that progressivism really functions like a religion. It's true that when you take God out of things, you don't just sort of, get rid of him in the same way that when you get rid of a king, you don't really get rid of the king. You still are ruled by people that you have no power over.
If you get rid of the king, as in medieval times, Dark Ages, slay the king? You got rid of the king. In those times, you would have a chaotic moment to decide who the next king's gonna be. I'm sorry, what's Milo gonna say?
The difference is that it functions like a religion. It alternate and do
in rising ideas.
I think it's a bit lazy to say, as people often do, that we now have a kind of alternate sort of progressive.
Victorian Greyjoy says he only donate to Warski. And I have to ask him why, bro. What I've done with you, man? Victorian Greyjoy. You've been here quite a bit. We agree at times, we disagree at times. There's things that say you like, there's things that say you don't like. That's okay, man. I might have had disagreements with Warski and PPP, but does that mean I get deprived of nose candy? Warski gets to snort blow because of your donations. I don't even get to get that shit. He got box wine, man. I have box whiskey. I'm drinking Gentleman Jack. Gentleman's the name of the Jack. It's not a box whiskey. Is Is that what's going on here? You want me to drink box garbage tier whiskey? Is that what's going on? I'm drinking Lone Star beer, god damn it. Is that not good enough? You want me to drink Natty Light? What is the deal, Victorian? Coffee says Deadman donates to Warski too. Have I ever donated to Warski's nose candy fund? Is it blow money? I can't confirm or deny. Okay? Because I don't remember. And it was on some alt account I don't remember, honestly. And the login, I don't know, dude. And the only time I'm here in this man cave is when I'm drunk enough to where the screen's all blurry, to where it's like, whoa, what am I clicking on here? So you know I'm not really doing anything over here. Well, I'm saying, Victorian Greyjoy, let's put it back on you. What are you doing, man? Dude, Victorian Greyjoy. Victorian Greyjoy is a subscriber, I'm sure. Like this video, like the stream. Dude, I appreciate your support, man. See this glass? I'm going to get it down here. It's your job to fuck it up.
Religion. I don't think that progressivism really functions like a religion. It's true that when you take God out of things, you don't just sort of, get rid of him in the same way that when you get rid of a king, you don't really get rid of the king. You still are ruled by people that you can't, that you have no power over. The difference is in America, you don't know their names.
I love you more than Andy Warski.
Oh, that is so lovely. Thank you so much. And I love the TNA Streamlabs things I have now. They're so great. They're more right up my alley, right? You know? That's great. I love that shit. Never change your ways, man. You're a man. Are you a man? Do you not have a cock and balls? You like that shit. You saw the ass on the screen. You're like, you know what, man? That was all right. I'd like to see more of that. I know you would. I know you would. I know you would. What was that amount? I don't remember. I saw it. Let's see. Here you go, friend. I will always love you, Mr. Deadman. I love you more than Andy Warski. Well, thank you, dude. I'm not going to say who's that's from. It's going to be anonymous. Anonymous, because I protect the integrity. Except for one time when I was drunk and I put the Streamlabs leak tab on the screen. Dude, when I drunk stream, it is a chaotic mess. I'll tell you right now. You already know that. Okay? But when I drunk stream, it is a fucking chaotic mess. You don't know what's going to appear on the screen, dude. It could be hardcore porn. That's his other tab. Nope, not going to play that yet. But thank you, man. Identity concealed. Protected. It's protected. It's under HIPAA law, actually. Or it's a medical thing, I think. Any donation to me goes towards transitioning to be a woman. I want to get some nice titties on this chest. Fuck yeah. Clip that out. What the shit, dude? I'm fucking drunk. I have 15 people watching. Finish this shit. Get done with this.
Because they lurk behind that flag, rubbing their hands and making money off you and getting you addicted to things. You don't know their names, so you can't assassinate them. One reason monarchy is better. I think... sorry, I forgot one question. Oh, it was about how do you prevent it from sliding in? Yeah, I think it's lazy when people say, "Oh, we've replaced kind of one religion with a progressive religion." It's true that when God moves out, that other things move in. You don't just kind of get rid of it and now everyone's happy and now everyone can just be nice to each other. That yearning that you've acknowledged that we all have has got to be satisfied by something. So if you take the Christian God out, something worse moves in.
Guys, these donos, I'm not gonna have milkers next stream. You guys are lying to me, dude. Dude, this stuff wouldn't even. This money. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not shaming you guys. No shame. But if you think these donations are going to lead to milkers, I don't even have enough money to go down to Mexico to get some milkers. Okay? All right? That's the reality of the situation. That speaks about this sector, dude. I asked you many times. Draw some wells to this channel, man. Draw some wells that have some deep pockets. Want to give out some money for some stupid shit. Man. I know what's happened. I stream here, but I also stream other places. Is that what's happened? You see me stream on Twitch and wonder what's going on there. Stream on another channel. What's going on there? The rule's the same. I appreciate the donations the same. Sure, the content changes, sure. And the content is a big shift. Don't get me wrong there. It's something I'll tackle. The only reason why I use Twitch still is because it gets me around copyright issues for the reaction stuff. And I'm trying to figure out like what will work best in the future. I'm looking at that. So I may make some changes later on down the line. And this channel may benefit for sure. With that said, let's get back into this. Let's finish just what Milo has to say. Yeah.
Because there isn't anything better than that. There isn't anything better than that for organizing society. There isn't anything better than that for teaching people how to behave to one another. There isn't anything better than that objectively.
Better than Christianity?
Practically and empirically. So things do move in.
Inject chicken fat into your chest. I don't want to do that, man. First off, it's advice from a YouTube chat. No offense, Echo Vin. No offense, dude, but are you gonna like be there for me? Want to do the procedure? Are you? No. Then again, if I go down to Taiwan and get it done, they're gonna be there for me. I get it done and gets a weird infection. I call Taiwan. Did I say Taiwan? I mean Tijuana. Not Taiwan. That's fucking China. That's fucking Hong Kong shit. Bangkok shit. Tijuana. Go down to Mexico. Get some experimental surgery. Put some breast in my chest. I called down for a customer complaint. They ain't listening to that shit. Got what you paid for. You got some bootleg fucking surgery. You don't like what you got? Come on down. Are you going to come on down? No, you're not. So stay the fuck up there and suffer. Bye. And I'll die of infection of the chest because of this chat. This chat enabled me. This chat donated so much I actually got the trans surgery. They donated so much I couldn't say, no, I'm not going to do it. I was like, man, I'm making so much money off this chat. There's no way I could say I don't have a way to pay. That's a pipe dream, guys. That's a pipe dream. With that said, let's play more of this Milo guy. Wearing this bomber jacket that looks like a grandma's wallpaper or some shit. I mean, you see it, right? When I look at his jacket, I'm like, that's the decoration, that blue and flower decoration. That's the decoration that my grandma's cookie jar had. Whoa. Mr. Deadman, what do you mean by cookie jar? I mean a legitimate jar that has cookies in it. By cookies, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oatmeal cookies, like the $1, $2 cookies at like Kroger's or HEB, where like you get a buttload of this fudge squares, circle coconut cookie or oatmeal cookie, that shit, that stuff. Okay, it wasn't like my grandma's cookie jar. Jesus Christ, I'm not Ben Thorp over here. I'm not into some weird shit. All right, let's play some more of these. Dude, we're 12:25. We need to finish this shit.
But progressivism of the type that he likes doesn't function like a religion, because all religions have one thing in common that his political orthodoxy doesn't, and that's salvation and forgiveness. Because there is no forgiveness for people who are cancelled, whether or not they were...
No forgiveness for people who are canceled? You're canceled, Milo? Destiny's canceled, but you know what? He would be given forgiveness, but Twitch is run by fucking stupid idiots. That's the truth of it. The only reason why I use Twitch is because I can play copyrighted music.
Responsible for what happened to them, and we're trying to make sense of an abuse experience, or whether they said something that they shouldn't have said. There's no way back. There's no forgiveness. There's no redemption, and that's the thing that all religions, except for this orthodoxy, seem to have in common. So I don't think it's. I think it's a bit lazy to say that one religion gets replaced by another, but it is definitely true that...
it is definitely true that one religion gets replaced by another. That's how Catholicism appeared. The original church appeared. When Yahweh appeared, that was before what? Before what? What were the dominant religions then? You had the Greeks and their religions. You had the Jews with their religions. The Old Testament had some really barbaric rituals. You know anything about it? Have you ever looked at that shit? Have you ever read the fucking Bible? I looked at that shit. What they fucking did. Be like, is that Old Testament shit? You'd be sacrificing a goat, using blood for what? You guys were heathen shit. You guys were heathens. You guys were doing weird shit, man. Y'all were Jews? Damn, dude. Y'all needed a savior. But man, you know what? Every time we do a slaughter, we don't have to do a religious sacrifice. You know that, right? We can just put that goat. We just put that goat to slaughter the meat. We don't have to make it like a religious ordeal. That's easier. That's easier. That's weird too, man. Slaughter an animal. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever read Old Testament and biblical shit? It gets weird. It gets weird. It's like, man, it sounds like archaic ritual shit, dude. Anyway, let's finish this. I think we're almost at the end here.
You cannot simply chop off the top of the pyramid and expect everything to be fine. Something worse will slither its way up there, and it has.
Thank you guys so much. Let's give everybody, both of them, a round of applause, please.
That's the end of the debate. Destiny versus Milo. I have to tell you, man, I'm not a Milo sycophant here. I'm not a cheerleader for... wait. I'm not a cheerleader for Milo for definite, but I'm not a cheerleader for Destiny is what I was trying to say. I can't even see my screen right now. This was a big mistake. Click on anything. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, not to be a cheerleader for Destiny, but yeah, he did a damn good job, dude. I mean, it's easy. You got Milo showing up high as a fucking kite. Probably on shrooms or some shit. Peyote. And Milo was like, dude, I could be stoned in my fucking mind like it was for like the Drunken Peasants appearance. And I still fucking win on this shit. Okay. Destiny got it. You have a leftist, progressive guy advocating for freedom, First Amendment and Second Amendment. At that point, it was dropped. At that point, Milo presented nothing of substance, but then continued to do character attacks. So yeah, Destiny won in my book. Destiny get things wrong with conservatives? I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I do think he sucks to Biden dick quite a bit. I think he sucks it quite a bit, 100%. It's fucking weird about the Hunter Biden shit. Closely linked to Biden. The same sort of shit linked with Trump will be like scrutinized by the media, and you know that 100%. To say opposite is to be ignorant. Jesus. That's where Destiny is. Destiny's ignorant on that shit. Anyway. So, we went through that. I enjoy that. I did what I wanted to do. I reacted to Destiny, and I reacted to Ben Thorp. I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you enjoy the stream. I do. And I will. You know what's a big entertainment? I'll tell you something. I'll be real with you. You're here right now. I'll be real with you. I stream on Twitch for the Red and Chill channel. Here's where I'm at. Okay? I don't really need to stream that stuff. I can make those videos one take as I normally do, and that'll be fine. And I legitimately feel the way I do about those bands. That's not about this channel, though. This channel's not about that. This channel's more about the drama and the other shit. About a deep dive into that shit. I could stream on this channel more often. I could. But I do want to get out the horror stuff. You know what? I don't know. Like, do I want to do a horror / a little bit of drama stuff? Or what? I'm torn on that. I got to decide. But a big motivator, I'll be honest with you, is where am I gonna make some change at? On Twitch, I have some subs. I have a sub. And I may get more subs, depending how often I stream there. And yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. If I look at it at a business end perspective, this channel is where it's at. As far as streaming goes. Streaming. But as far as like reaction to obviously Japanese metal and other stuff, that's where the other channel's at. But you let me know too. I mean, you're fans, whether you agree or not, whether you like me or whatever. I mean, you like this? You want me to go deeper in this shit? You let me know, man. I ghosted you guys. Because I was a black man that felt like he couldn't live up to it, man. Because the black man, dude, the father walked out on him. He was like, man, I can't be a father. He walked out on me. I got to do what my father did to me. I got to walk out on my son. I'm going to walk out. That's probably not kosher of a joke. Saying is, I feel like the father that walked out on you guys. And you let me know. Man, that ain't true, dude. We've been waiting for you this whole time. You've just been on this weird odyssey. Come back here. Let me know, man. Let me know, dude. Let me fucking know. Deadman flips his concept for the 9,000th time. Yeah. Going through so many changes. Like a transformer over here. That doesn't even make sense. I don't even fucking know. Shit. I I'm not dropping the rant and chilled content. That stuff is great. That's working well. Live stream stuff. A live stream or rant and chill. It's like, really, man? I could have probably done that as a recording, as a video. I streamed over here. Take it easy, man.